Lulu Akak. Oh, tengah busy. Okay.
Ready dah.
Hello. All right, good morning, everyone. Hello, Mr. Acharya. Let's wait for others first. So what we are going to do is that we're going to answer the pre-test first.
Okay.
The quiz is in our WhatsApp group, it's in our Zoom chat. Please answer the quiz while we are waiting for others.
No, I have already answered.
You already answered. Thank you very much. So you can just go like relax somewhere. Go relax somewhere first, and then we will actually discuss on we will actually take other people's attendance. Okay, your name is Mr. Acharya Ashish, yes?
Yes, yes,
From TPH Kitchen.
yes.
What's your position, my good sir?
General worker.
General worker. Thank you very much, Mr. Acharya. Okay, so let's take a break while we are waiting for others, okay?
Okay,
Thank you. Appreciate it that you come on time. Thank you.
okay.
Oh, my good sir, you may go and grab a coffee somewhere first while we are waiting for others. Thank you. One big cup of tea, baby boss. I have a participant named Anamash today. Hmm. Hello, please turn on your cameras here. Everything must be turned on so that I can take your attendance. Thank you very much. So thank you for those who came for the class. This is the food handlers training recognized by the Ministry of Health. My name is Cikgu Nazira. I'm your trainer for today. For the purpose of this training, please make sure your cameras are turned on. Don't do anything during class. And most importantly is that for the purpose of the training, we must fulfill all the requirements by the Ministry of Health. Ministry of Health is quite strict when it comes to the training. Please make sure we fulfill all the requirements, yeah. Mr. Acharya, I already taken his attendance. Mr. Kian Hong, hi. We have about 7 participants only today, so don't worry about everybody being a bit late, etc. Yeah, everybody sometimes be late. Okay, Mr. Kian Hong, you're from Skylark, correct? Which restaurant is it? Oh, Mr. Achara, don't worry about it. You can come back by 9:15, Mr. Achara. Thank you. Mr. Ken Hong, which restaurant is it?
My restaurant?
The Skylark. Skylark is
Oh.
one of the branches, right? What is the main business name? So what's the name of the restaurant that you're working at?
Shabuyo.
Shabuyo. Okay, Shabuyo, what's your position?
Server.
Server, noted. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right. Okay, so you may actually answer the quiz. The quiz is in our WhatsApp group, is in our Zoom chat. If you haven't answered it, please answer it now. If you already answered, you may actually take a break until 9:15. Thank you very much. Hello, Miss Vina. Can you hear my voice? Miss Vina, can you hear my voice? Hello? Hello, Miss Vina? May I know your name? Nama siapa tu yang baru masuk tu? Nama siapa? Ya. Ya, nama siapa? What's your name? Hi, what's your name? Nama siapa? Kenapa nya?
Ada, tapi suara tak ada.
Awak ni suara cikgu dapat dengar, tak ada masalah. Kenapa awak tak dapat dengar suara cikgu ke?
Kejap, saya tengah mencuba.
Okey,
Saya
nama awak siapa?
Nama saya Nur Safina.
Okey, Nur Safina, anda terdaftar untuk kelas bahasa Inggeris, tahu kan?
Tahu.
Okey, dan tak ada masalah. Miss Wani, Miss Safina, Wanix Enterprise tu, Wanix tu dia buat apa?
One next tu, saya kurang pasti sebab saya try untuk cari dekat Google. One next enterprise tak apa benda, tapi saya tak cuba.
Okey, alright, it's okay. Tapi dia macam kedai apa?
Kalau ikut dekat gambar dia kedai macam mi. Yang jual makanan berunsurkan noodles lah.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, so noodles lah ni lah kan. Thank you so much. Tak tahu lagi dapat kerja apa
Ada tahu.
Apa dia?
Kalau ikut ataupun skop kerja tu macam saya kerja dekat outlet, so maksudnya sebab macam saya kena pergi dulu tempat tu, looking the environment tu macam mana, then how to do the work lah. Kalau macam based on macam gini, saya kena tengok dulu, kena belajar je macam mana.
Okay, but one thing for sure-nya adalah don't worry much about it. Nanti anda boleh pergi investigate nanti. Yang paling pentingnya adalah dapat CJ ni, sebab CJ ni boleh pergi mana-mana pun tak ada masalah.
Betul?
So tak ada masalah. Okay nak? Alright. So thank you datang. Tu cikgu ambil kedatangan anda dahulu, Miss Wani. Miss Safina. Jawab quiz atau
Ya.
quiz? Kita dalam Zoom.
Yang dekat
Jawab dah.
group tu, saya jawab dulu.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay. Miss Safina, kalau rasa internet putus-putus sangat, sila try tukar tempat location lain. Sebab kadang-kadang internet bengong ni sebabkan oleh anda punya internet tak stabil tu je.
Boleh. Tapi yang ni, apa tu?
Okay.
Okay.
So I do have Amril Najmi over here. Hi, Mr. Amril Najmi. Mr. Amril Najmi Naim. Hi.
Hi, hello, good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Fine, thank you.
Alright.
Sorry for a bit late.
No, you're not late. As long as you come in before 9:15, I'll be just fine. There are a few more who haven't arrived. Okay, so may I know what you work as, my good sir?
I'm currently a student and I am asking for this certification as a added value for my internship.
Congratulations. Okay, so for your, where are you going for your internship?
I'm going to Pulau Pinang into a small company.
Is it a hotel, restaurant, or is it like food management or halal?
It's a R&D company. R&D.
Like food science ke, food engineering?
Hi, I baru join saja.
It's a food engineering technology.
Food engineering. Okay, congratulations, my good sir, for getting a very good internship job.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, all right. So yeah, I heard Mr. Amash's voice just now. Hello.
Yes,
Mr. Amash. Okay, Mr. Amash, hi. How are you?
I'm doing fine.
I'm very good to know. Okay, what do you do, my good sir?
Right now I just finished studying, so I'm just doing this certificate. Maybe later on I'll be working in a restaurant or hotel. Not sure yet.
Congratulations. What study is it?
I actually did my degree in law, but right now maybe I'm trying to do something else for the meantime.
Your degree in what?
In law.
In law. Oi, jauhnya pergi, tak apa, tak heran pun. I do have a master suddenly go opening a small stall themselves, and it's okay. You want to explore as you want, explore as much as you want. I pray to God that you find your passion.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, and then I have here Mr. Shamus. I think you were the one who go like, dah sampai, dah masuk, I'm in.
Yeah. I didn't realize I was not muted.
Your name is like I have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 syllables. What should I call you, my good sir?
Seamus.
Seamus. Thank you so much,
Seamus,
Mr. Seamus. Okay, so Mr. Seamus, I want to know what is Cozy Craft all about.
So it's actually run by my wife. So she wants to set up a shop, like a retail shop, selling craft items, sort of handmade items, right? And then at the same time, we will also have a small cafe attached to it, lah. Yeah. So then both me and her will be the ones that will be running it, lah, for that time being.
All the best, my good sir. Paling penting
Thank you.
enjoy lah your time. Enjoy it as much as you can. Okay, Miss Kasturi baru bangun tidur ke? Our class will be in English today because we only have opening for English class. But are you okay with the English class or you prefer the Bahasa Malaysia class, Miss Kasturi?
Yeah, English class, okay, miss.
Alright, I'm very glad. Okay, what you do, my good lady?
Me.
Yeah. Everybody introduce themselves already. Okay, so Miss Kasturi, what you do?
Me, I'm studying for 3 years law diploma.
So what you gonna do about food after this?
After this, I'm again, Miss.
Yeah, Miss. What you wanna do?
I'm continuing my study.
Congratulations, all the best.
Thank you.
All right, thank you everyone for coming on time. This is the food handlers training recognized by the Ministry of Health. I understand that the main reason for most of us to come into class today is to get the food handler certificate recognized by the Ministry of Health. Correct, everyone? Okay, no problemo. Let's go for that one. Okay, and my name is Cikgu Nazira. I'm your coordinator and trainer for today. If you get me a bit on the woozy side, the reason is that I just took an overnight bus from Penang all the way here. But the most fun part. Oh, Safina, tekan. Okay, I can hear my voice back again. The most fun part about that bus ride was it took only a measly 4 hours to get from Butterworth all the way to uh to Putrajaya. So I was a bit shook when I arrived there at 4 o'clock in the morning. I was like, alamak, 2 hours earlier, what to do? I called my brother. Oh, he went up, or I can wake him up by one phone call. Thank goodness. So he's asleep right now, poor guy. All right, so I appreciate it if you understand it. If you look at me a bit on the woozy side, I do apologize for that earlier on, and I truly appreciate that you guys being here. I almost wanted to cancel this class, but I go like, nah, I'll be the professional one. I'll do the class this morning. A bit sleepy, but it's okay. All right. So you guys all right, yeah? Understandable, yeah? All right, appreciate it. So if you look at me a bit on the woozy side, I do have my coffee, I do have my tea on already. So hopefully we'll be just fine. Okay. For the purpose of this training, we have a few tickets. I just would like you to know that this is actually a very basic training. So the questionnaire will be basic, the details will be quite basic. And to be frank, we have people from law, we have people from engineering, we have people from various type of background. So our learning today will be on the very basic side. If you have any question, you can ask me. If you have any problems you want to solve, you can ask me. Thank you very much. For the purpose of this training, make sure your devices are fully charged. Oh, you haven't. It's okay in a bit after the introduction. Thank you. Make sure your devices are fully charged. Your internets are very stable. Preferably, if you have small children, run away from them as far as you can. Make sure that you pass them over seriously to another person so that you don't need to take care of them during class. This is very important, yeah, because I heard some baby noises just now. And also, please be aware that the faces must be at the middle of the screen the whole time. So Miss Safina, okay, good girl. Okay, so if you hold on to the phone for the next 3 hours, it's going to be very gruesome. It's not going to be very nice to your arms. Okay, and also, do not do any other activities. Other activities also include going inside a moving car, even though you're not driving it. If your car suddenly moves, it's automatic removal from the class. We will help you to move to another class. So I want to ask everybody today, are you going to go into a moving car? Yes or no? Because I understand it's a weekend. No. Okay, very good then. Okay, do be aware that you must not do any other activities. But to be frank, Cikgu, I need to go to the washroom. S'il vous plaît. Okay, all right. Just inform me, teacher. A toilet, 5 minutes. Just give me a rough detail. I know that sometimes like when the toilet is way too far away, maybe you want to write down 10 is okay. So just at least just give me a something. Because why? Ministry of Health is open today in Kedah. So if suddenly they go like, oh, I just want to visit Cikgu Nazira's class today. Cikgu Nazira, can you give me your link? Oh, shoot. They can just come in like few minutes and then just go out just like that. They do have my name list on the system itself. We do actually key it in. And also, do be aware, we're going to use this thing called focus mode. It looks as if only you and me are in the camera. Actually, everybody's still here so that you can focus on the cute me only and the slides. Okay? All right? Capish? All right. And don't worry if you cannot see everybody else, because I understand today all of you guys are not connected, no problem. But if suddenly like it's a big group, and then I will actually help to not do the what do you call it? Yeah, the focus mode. No problem today, yeah. Okay. And also promise me help you fulfill the requirements by the Ministry of Health so that all of us can get our food halal certificate. Agree? Aku janji ya, give me a big thumbs up. I want to take a picture. In 3, 2, 1. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Okay. So I'll be putting this picture in our WhatsApp group, in our Zoom chat. Okay. So you'll be noticing that sometimes I'll be messaging from another phone number and another phone number, because I have like 3 WhatsApp number at my disposal currently in my screen right now. So don't mind me if you suddenly see me on the 00111 number or 012 number, or both are me actually. But I do have my assistant helping me out. If you have any question, you may ask both 012 or 011, no problem. So this is about us on the screen. So don't worry, your faces will be bigger than my slide all the time. Don't worry about that. So I'll be looking at you guys all the time, but I may miss out the chat. So if you guys like go like, oh, I need to go to toilet, but teacher didn't say anything, so just raise your hand and just remind me, Cikgu, I need to go toilet now. Okay, now? All right, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Because I do have you guys hear me the whole time like that, so sometimes I may not notice. Okay, right now, for those who haven't answered the quiz, please answer the quiz right now while we are doing our introduction. Okay, now? Okay. So for this training, I already received the quiz from Mr. Acharya and also Mr. Bro, your name is way too long, man. What should I call you, Mr. Amir Najmi Naim? Which one? Which one?
You can just call me Amril.
Thank you, Mr. Amril. The first 2 syllable, that's the best, easiest one to go through. Thank you very much. Okay, so everyone, please answer the quiz. The quiz is in our WhatsApp group, is in our Zoom chat. For those who have answered, I appreciate it. You don't need to answer it anymore. Mr. Acharya even answered before coming to class. Thank you very much. An extra one for me. Okay, so we have 4 sections overall during the... Tak apa, Safina jawab je dulu quiz sekarang ni. Sekarang ni, tak apa, sementara cikgu tengah bagi intro ni, dia bukan syllabus sangat lagi, so tak ada masalah. Okay, so we have 4 sections overall during the class. We have the introduction, food hygiene, food safety, critical factors to food poisoning. Just for your information, today is gonna be a very, for those who have gone for the training with another school or with other school, you may notice the fact that for our school per se, we are actually very introduction heavy. The reason is that because we understand there's a lot of people from various backgrounds. So what we do is that we make sure that we do introduction a bit about the law itself. When it comes to food, what kind of law that you must be very aware of so that you don't accidentally break the law. Especially for our mini boss over there, Mr. Shamus over there. He's one of the mini, what do you call it, mini decision makers. So Mr. Mini decision maker have to make sure that he fulfills the his wife fulfills the requirement. Kan, my good sir, kan? So that tak adalah terbabas. Okay, and then we do have our food hygiene and food safety. Food hygiene is all about how to make sure your food is clean. Do cleaning all the time, making sure there's no cross-contamination, making sure that your food is safe from anything that may actually carry diseases or injuries to your customer. Food safety, we talk about mostly about bacterial growth, making sure there's when you want to store food products, what the temperature, the time. We are mostly talking about FATTOM per se, FATTOM for those who know. And also we do have the 12 critical factors to food poisoning. Ministry of Health wants us to avoid. They are the things that they notice, go like, ooh, something's going wrong about this restaurant, and they noticed it and they want us to know all about it. Thank you very much. Okay, so first thing first, when you talk about introduction, I want to ask everyone. Why are we in class today? in a very nice weekend. Even the teacher wants to run away from doing class, but it's okay. I'll do my due diligence. Taking the midnight bus all the way from Butterworth for you guys, so that you guys can get your certificates. Why are we in class today? Because we need a certificate. Yeah, true. Because you guys, because we know that this training is mandatory under the Food Hygiene Regulation 2009, so that we don't exactly break the law. But why does Malaysia even make this training part of the law? Is because they want all of us to reduce the risk of food poisoning. Food poisoning can be caused by a lot of things. But the symptoms will be fever, vomiting, dizziness, diarrhea, headaches, abdominal pain, and a lot of stuff that we want to avoid. And we don't want our customers to suffer from them. Of course, we know that by hook or by crook, with the things that we learned today, we avoid this from happening. During the MCO, 99 people got sick and 1 person died because of a home-based dessert called pudding buih. Because the eggs were left in the room temperature, expired, 2 weeks past expiry date, and then they use it. I want to ask everyone, expired eggs, safe or not safe? Not safe. Yes, somebody died a very painful death. Salmonella poisoning. So salmonellosis lah technically. 10 days in the ICU, multiple organ failures. Sadly, she died from complication, a very painful one. They actually have to induce coma to induce coma to her so that she don't suffer to death. So yeah, please be aware that can happen to any of us. So it's very important for us to know the safety must be taken care of properly. Yeah. All right, and also do be aware. To come for class, we have to come for class that recognize, schools that recognize, duration is 3 hours, fee is 50 ringgit. For on-site is 20 packs, online is 20 packs, on-site is 30 packs. Any hanky-panky about food, please contact the Ministry of Health. Okay, just a heads up about your certificate because you paid 50 ringgit with the certificate itself. Okay, I just want you to know that any postage may end up like this. The reason is that because your post box may be a bit too small. If your post box too small, let's change addresses. This happened to a few of my clients, even though I sent to them with thick envelope, thin envelope, everything was the same. If your post box is a bit too small, either they fold it or they pass it somewhere else. So I highly recommend you, if you have addresses that is a bit weird, the post box is too small, you may want to put a big box over there, just saying that, oh, just put my any A4 size paper or postage in this box, etc. Please help me out. I worry if your certificate came in folded like this. Also, we do laminate it for your for the safety of your certificate, but when it gets folded, we get sad also. Sad. Okay, so just inform me if you need to change in the address. Okay, and any hanky about food, please. Who the heck is this? Please contact the Ministry of Health. I would like to know if anything was wrong about your food. Suddenly, if you found something inside your food, the place is dirty and something is expired, the labeling is incorrect. Oh, hello, my good sir. Laptop rosak ke? Cik Amas, laptop rosak ke?
Yeah, ada internet problem.
No problem. You can actually just do what you're doing right now. You just make sure that you can just come back in immediately after that, okay?
Okay, alright.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Okay, if you notice, sometimes I will call out some people's names. The reason is that because I just need to make sure that they are there the whole time with me. So do be aware, sometimes I may call out some people's name randomly. Don't mind that, as long as you know that you are there. And just be cute. Thank you so much. All right. First thing first, when you talk about the law, okay, we do have a few people from just finishing your degrees, all the congratulations. Okay, I want you to know what is your right under the law. Okay, for those who wants to pursue business in food, do be aware about the licensing requirement. Mr. Seamus, when you want to set up your, have you already set up or you haven't yet set up yet the cafe area for your shop?
We have planned it lah, tapi belum siap lagi.
Very good. Have you called the apa panggil tu, the contractor for it yet? Architect for it yet?
Yes,
Yes.
sudah.
Dah bayar dah kah?
We have started work lah.
Dah started work. Okay, this
Ah.
is going to be fun. Okay. All right. Okay, just for you to know, there are licensing requirements that you have to be very aware of. Sometimes they may require you to have tiles for the front. Sometimes they allow you to have cement for the front, but in the kitchen you must have tiles, for example. Okay, and then also we do have premises that are very, very stringent. They say that, oh, you cannot use epoxy in a restaurant setting. You must only use tile. I go like, what? Because epoxy is still a very nice type of flooring. Okay, and also there are food hut, and then we also have the law. When it comes other than licensing, pelesenan lah for those who wants to open your own shop. You must apply for license to open your own shop later on. Okay, I received quiz from 6 people only already. I'm missing one more. Miss Kasturi, you need to answer the quiz. Ya, jawab juga quiz yang quiz prakursus tu Kasturi. Jawab Sakna. Buka je tak apa, buka link tu dalam Zoom chat tu Miss Kasturi. Boleh buka ke? Boleh tekan ke? Oh, I forgot to mute my phone. Boleh tekan ke Kasturi? Tolong jawab Sakna. Terima kasih. Okay, I want to focus on the food hygiene regulations 2009. Under this regulation, a bit of headache if you don't follow the law. You may get compounded up to 10,000 ringgit. You may get jail time up to 2 years. Yeah, we're going to talk about the denda first. The punishment first before we talk about the law and stuff. Okay, so please make sure that you know you may be liable for your own compound. As the staff, remember, yeah, not everything your boss pay, you know. Okay, and also, who are we? We are all food handlers. Okay, who is a food handler? Food handler is somebody who's directly involved in the preparation of food, comes in contact with food or food contact services, irregardless whether they handle packaged or unpackaged food or appliances. Remember, yeah, surfaces, appliances means that the cleaner have to go for the class as well in any food premises. So a lot of concerns actually come from whether they are like, oh, does the cleaner have to come for the class? Does the cashier have to come for class? Does the owner have to come for class if they do not touch the food? Technically, for the last one, no. But the boss need the certificate because the licensing requirement itself. It's another law kan. Pening kepala Mr. Seamus kita. Alright. So because we know that we want to fulfill all the requirements of the law, so okay lah. Okay. So which one is a food handler? Give me a show of hands. Number 1 or number 2? Raise your hand. Show me your hand. 1 or 2? I see 1. Achaya? Mr. Angkat tangan, tunjuk jari 1 ke 2, bro. Okay. 1. Very good. Yes. Why is it number 1? It's because that this is Starbucks obviously. However, why not Grab? Grab are they working under a food premise? No. Promoter, are they working under a food premise? No. What is a food premise, teacher, technically? A food premise is somewhere to make food to be given to the masses. Tak kisah jual ke tak jual ke. Whether you sell it or you don't sell it, you are working under a food premise. If you're giving the food to the masses, to a lot of people per se. So, boss, okay, we may actually have 2 people. Thank you, Miss Kasturi, dah dapat dah. We may have 2 people. Yes, saya.
Sorry, ada satu peserta nama Muhammad Anas, dia dari kelas BM. Tapi dia tak faham BM. Boleh transfer tak?
Transfer je masuk.
Okay, thank you.
Dia nanti. Alright. So what we do is that bosses or future bosses per se, Encik Amas tiba-tiba nak buka kedai sendiri kan. Okay. Alright. So what we do is that we register our premises. Remember yeah, this is not SSM. This is not licensing. Yeah. This is actually under KKM. It's getting worse. Okay, this is under the website called forcing.moh.gov.my. Print it out, put it, we have, it's compulsory, it's super free every 3 years. Print it out, put it at the shop because it's a compoundable offense not to do so. So bosses do be aware on this one. And also if you need help, you can contact the Ministry of Health themselves through the website itself. Okay. And print it out, put it at the shop. Yeah, Sabine.
There's someone at the door.
Okay. All right. Print it out. Because it's a compoundable offense not to do so. Okay. So really, you already did the registration and then you forgot to print it out and put it on the wall. Seriously, it did happen to somebody. They told me, cikgu, inilah yang tak ada. Bos kena compound RM300. Okay. So do be aware on this one. And also, everyone, for those who have already started working, do you see this at the shop? Yes or no? Yes, very good. Okay, if your boss doesn't have it, tell your boss, you can get compounded if you don't put this at the hand washing basin for all the staff. And also, no pets allowed, no smoking allowed. The no smoking allowed sign is actually under the Food Act and also the Nicotine Control Act. Okay, and also for this one, no pets allowed is under the Food Hygiene Regulation 2009. And you as the food handler must have 4 things. Everybody must have the food handler certificate, anti-typhoid vaccination, proper attire, good personal hygiene. I want a future boss, future mini boss, Mr. Seamus, can you repeat the 4 for me, please?
Food handler cert, which is today's one. The typhoid vaccination, right? Proper attire, and also good hygiene, personal hygiene.
Good personal hygiene. We don't take care of the 4. Who pays for the compound? Your wife or you?
Both of us lah.
Itulah, both are
Together
owners.
lah.
Okay, both of them are owners. But to be frank, if your staff do anything naughty, your staff may be responsible for their own compound, but you do have compound under company name as well. So headache later for both of you and your staff if you don't follow the law, yeah. But remember everyone, for this one, this is specifically for pengendali makanan food handlers. If you don't have this 4, you may get compounded under your own name. Boss can say pay yourself, law. This certificate, thank you so much, Mrs. Seamus. This certificate is a lifetime certificate. You ever lose this cert, you can contact me. The reprinting costs only RM25. The anti-typhoid vaccination every 3 years. Any also no problem as long as you have the chalk and the sign. Any non-compliances can cause a few things. Number 1, you get warning first. You no cert, no vaccine, cannot, yeah, alamak. So we are responsible for the food that we prepare. But usually they'll give us warning first if there's anything that is wrong. However, oh mamma mia, you may get compounded up to RM10,000. No cert 100, no vaccine 300, no registration maybe up to 500. If you have rats running around saying hi or maybe leaving some souvenirs, droppings per se, you may get other headaches later on. So please avoid all of that from happening. But remember, yeah, the compound is not only 1 compound per offense. They'll give you multiple compounds per visit as well. I'm going to show you later on how a restaurant can get 44 compounds, 12,000 ringgit in total later on. Oh, that's more than 10,000, yes, because you have 44 compounds. My goodness. So not you lah, the other person lah. Hello, Mr. Amitu Ali. Hello, can you give me a wave? Thank you so much. All right. So you can understand English, right? I'm so glad that we have both the English and the Malay class running together. Thank you for joining us today. All right. Okay, I'm gonna put you as number 8. Thank you so much for coming for class. All right. And also, don't worry, Mr. Amitu, for you later on, we will add on time so that you can cover back the syllabus that you missed, okay? Thank you, Mr. Amitu Ali. All right, jail time up to 2 years. But nobody got jail yet so far, thankfully. However, closure of premises up to 14 days maximum, this can happen for a lot of reasons. Maybe because your place is not clean, your place is not safe, and they come to your place, go like, no, I'm gonna close this place. Or maybe because Remy from Ratatouille came and say hi. He likes your fried chicken so much. He come and sample it, but he got recorded doing that. Alamak. So what happened is that the Ministry of Health see this viral video, and what they do is that they basically came and raided the restaurant because rats shouldn't be in the restaurant per se. They carry leptospirosis thing. We can discuss on that in a bit. That's one of the main reason why your premises can get closure notice. No mercy. So be careful, yeah. However, remember, the moment that you get closure notice, everybody from the same premise must come for class again. Serious. Yeah, today there's only one of you, but basically, for example, what can happen this day you got your certificate, yay, on the 21st, and then on the 22nd, Remy came and say hi. You guys kantor, you get closure notice on the 23rd. Cikgu, can I come and join another class? And I will ask what happened, or Cikgu, closure notice. Okay, so thankfully that never happened yet, but you get the gist. Okay, so remember, yeah, we don't want this to ever happen to our food premises. We don't want closure notice to happen because there's going to be another hell together to open back your shop again, to fulfill all the documentation requirement, the cleanliness requirement, etc. You also have the right to make appeals. If you ever got compounded or closure notice, you can ask for discounts to lower the rates. You can ask for closure a bit early, for opening a bit early. For example, you have 7 days closure notice. Somebody got only 3 days. Open back the shop again within just 3 days. Very good, because they fulfill all the requirements under the licensing requirement to open back the shop. So know your rights under the law. Okay, now? Any questions so far? No? Okay, let me ask you a question. Okay, give me a show of hands except for Mr. Amitu because he came in a bit late. Okay, everybody give me show of hands. How many thousand ringgit compound maximum per offense? Give me show of hands. I see, very good, Mr. Okay. All right, give me a 10, everyone. 10. Shafina, okay, boleh. Mr. Acharya, very good. Okay, 10, very good, Mr. Amitu. Thank you so much. Okay, how many years jail time just now? Maximum? 2 years, very good. Two. Safina, tangan hang mana? Okay, good girl. Okay, number 3, how many years anti-typhoid vaccination? No. Open another finger. Okay, 3 years, very good. Encik Najmi, yang buka lagi sebelah lagi. Okay, all right. 3 years, everyone. Thank you very much. Okay, how many days closure notice maximum? Okay, all right. Okay, no. Mr. Amash 2 kali ganda daripada tu Encik Amash. Okay, Mr. Kiang. Okay, 14 days closure notice. Very good. Okay, the example I give to you because 7 days is the below 14 days. Maximum is 14 days. Okay. So remember, yeah, you can get 3 days closure notice, you can get 7 days closure notice, you can go up to 14 days closure notice. But if you do not clean your place, they can decide to take off the to actually add on another one pack. So it can become longer. So every time they come and check up, they can give you up to 14 days closure notice. So be careful, all right? Do not take off the closure notice until the officer come back, see everything clean, and then they can take it off themselves. Do not take it off except for the officer, okay? All right, and a lot of things can happen. So please, I pray to God, anything bad doesn't happen to your premises, okay? Any questions so far? All right, I'm gonna show you. The video is in Bahasa Malaysia, but I think it's kind of fun. How a restaurant. Sorry, yeah, I'm really today we have many restaurateurs, people from the restaurant, but I think this will be a good experience for you as well to look at how officers come and inspect a restaurant that got 44 compounds, 12,000 ringgit compound, 14 days closure notice, and a lot of headache. I pray to God this will never happen to you, so we learn from their mistake. You may want to list out the things that you see wrong in the video, maybe not, maybe during the video itself, but mostly after the video. If you want to just focus on the video, be like, what the heck is that? And then you can tell me what's wrong in the video at the end of the video later on, okay? I am sorry if you lose the appetite to eat after this, yeah? Oh, I'm so sorry, it crashed in a bit, give me a sec. It's too obvious. I just came back from for you, so they go like, "Ooh, I'm merajuk with you." All right, okay. I think it's going okay.
Bahan makanan menjadi layu dan busuk gara-gara diletakkan di dalam peti sejuk. Ada juga makanan yang diletakkan di dalam tandas sehingga mengundang kehadiran haiwan perosak di premis itu.
Alright, in this restaurant they do have a bit of problem with a lot of things. So this was in full hours there.
Yesterday. 32 buah restoran di sekitar Pulau Pinang.
Alright, they came and inspect the restaurant to look at what is wrong at the restaurant. Okay. So there's a lot of small things that accumulate into a lot of big things.
Diteliti oleh 49
Seriously.
anggota bagi memastikan mutu makanan yang disediakan berkualiti.
As you can see here, at the wooden material shouldn't actually be used inside the kitchen. The chopping board that's not in very good condition. The ice bin. Oh, you can look at how dirty it is. Would you want to use this ice bin? Maybe not. It's very super dirty, teacher. Alright, so do be aware this kind of situations do happen. Pray to God this will never happen to your premises. Yeah, be careful. The scoop, should we put it outside or inside the ice bin? Outside. And you can see the type of scoop is very important. Should be using the stainless steel one. Okay, look at here. Okay. May I ask everybody, give me a nod or a shake. This okay or not okay? This not okay. Anybody can tell me why it becomes is this not okay? Why is it? Dirty, yes, but how can it become dirty like this? Yes, the surface is very dirty. It's lapik getah, vinyl covering, shouldn't be used inside kitchens at all. You use it at homes, but not at your premises. Your food premise should be clean. You should use stainless steel as your covering over here. Also, the fact that it's super dirty. Okay, when is the last time they do cleaning for this? So be careful, yeah. So thankfully, if you're working in a restaurant already, you know for a fact that most of the racks are actually stainless steel. The reason is that so it will be easy for you to do cleaning. Yes, Kak Awah. Kak Awah? Oh, okay. Accidentally pressed the button. Oh, Kak Awah, if you don't want to leave the class, it's also okay. Mr. Amitul Ali, I need you to answer a quiz. Would it be possible for you? While during the video right now, please answer a quiz. This is only for Mr. Amitul Ali because he just arrived during my session. So Mr. Amitul Ali, can you answer this quiz for me, please? I already put it in the Zoom chat. Please answer the quiz right now, okay? While during the video is okay. You can answer the quiz during the video itself, okay? Okay, there's more.
Dia takkan masuk, dia akan pakai direct. Yang ni adalah sup. Tengok tu. Sup ni panas lagi tau. Dia punya piping tu memang kotor, berlemak, hitam.
It's dirty, greasy as
Dia
heck.
akan turun dalam sup. Memang sangat-sangat dekat.
I wanna ask everyone, this okay or not okay? Not okay. All right. What's the main reason to it being dirty like this? Anybody can give me a guess?
The steam from the pot come up.
Very good. It goes up. It sticks to the material. That's number one. Number two is that the material itself is pipe getah, pipe PVC. Kau mak terkejut aku. Ya, Sabina. Kenapa? Alright. I think Safina, you need to type it down instead of tekan unmute. The reason is that because your speaker is just next to your microphone. Okay, nah? Alright. So what can happen is that PVC pipes, rubber pipes are not for kitchen. You can put it somewhere else in your premises, outside or inside your service area, but not inside your kitchen. The reason is that they easily get stained and it will not be easy for you to clean it. Okay, now everyone, so be careful. Mr. Kiang Hong be like, yeah, I'm so glad I'm working in Shabuyo right now. Very clean, Mr. Kiang Hong. No headache. All right, there's more.
Buat ni, hitam.
Kebanyakan bahan makanan seperti sayur-sayuran dan buah-buahan didapati layu serta rosak kerana tidak disimpan dalam suhu yang bersesuaian.
Daya terakhir.
Dah darah dia licin darah.
Dia macam tutup tapi dia dah. Kak, sayur yang bila ni kak dah kering dah, dah hitam.
You see here, it's not, it's dirty, it's not clean. Oh wait, I forgot. Alright, and you can notice the fact that it is not in good condition.
Ni spora ni kak. Apa lama dah tu kak? Sebab apa dia macam ni? Sebab suhu dia tak betul.
The incorrect temperature and time.
Spora.
Ais tu bawah saja sejuk. Tu yang dia jadi kulat tu.
It's not cold enough.
Kau check kan? Lupa
Have you
nak buang.
checked it?
Kau buang lah ni.
Be
Kandungan
careful, ya.
produk untuk memasak seperti perencah dan sos juga meragukan.
Okay, this is
kerana
for the
melanggar
bosses per
peraturan
se. Just be
11
aware on the
J,
type of food that you want
Peraturan
to
makanan
use.
1985.
Make sure that they are legal, quite literally.
Mana dia mesti ada alamat pengimport lah. Mana apa ni country origin dengan alamat pengimport di Malaysia. Tapi yang ni memang kosong lah.
Because why? When you have food
Okey,
item
kalau
from
dia bawa daripada
overseas,
sana dia mesti ada satu
thank
ejen
you,
di Malaysia
Mr.
yang
Anas.
mengimport makanan ni. Siapa? Contohnya CA. So alamat CA tu mesti ada di sini. Anything happen kita boleh cari yang CA lah.
Ekoran itu siasatan mengenai status produk untuk memasak dilakukan ke atas pemilik premis berusia 40 tahun ini.
Kita pun tak tahu kandungan dia macam mana sebab kita tak ambil test. Contoh kalau orang masuk, orang
check
komplain
it.
sakit
You
perut
didn't
ke apa
test
kan.
it
Kita
properly.
tak tahu cari siapa. Mana kita sabar.
So it will
Menurut
actually
Pegawai
be
Kesihatan
headache for you
Persekitaran
later
Bahagian
on.
Keselamatan dan Kualiti Makanan, Muhammad Wazir Khalid, pihak restoran ini didapati membawa masuk produk-produk itu secara persendirian.
They brought it into Malaysia on their own without going through the proper importing procedures for food items.
Dan bagi makanan yang dibawa secara persendirian dan digunakan di restoran, kita khawatiri jika makanan itu mengandungi bahan-bahan yang terlarang. Makanan yang dimasuk secara hand carry, dia tak melalui proses pemeriksaan kita di pintu masuk.
Operasi turut dikejutkan dengan kehadiran haiwan perosak seperti lipas, lalat dan tikus di bahagian dapur premis.
Ada kehadiran lipas lah di sini.
You can see there's this one hiding away here.
Zaman cockroach lah ni.
I want to ask everyone, do you know what a German cockroach is? Give me a nod or a shake. Okay, give me a guess. Are there big cockroaches or small cockroaches? Okay, I got one big and mostly small. Very good. If it's big one, Miss Safina and Cik Amashaf will run away from your shop as far as I can. Those things can fly. But those are American cockroaches, not German cockroach. German cockroaches, they look like babies. They're not babies. They're adult cockroaches that can make more babies. You see one at the front, there's going to be a lot more at the back, especially in your car, they can travel with you. The worst is that they are very, very resistant to certain poison. You try to put Rizek on them, they will be like, ooh, shower. They enjoy it and then they will not die. Or maybe they die, they will still make babies that are more resilient to that poison. So be careful, everyone, when you want to use poison. Technically, you shouldn't even use Rizek at all. You shouldn't know. You cannot use poison at all in your premises for safety reasons. So do be aware if you have this kind of problem, too much cockroaches is no good. You may want to call your pest control to help you out.
Kita nampak satu ni, masuk di belakang tu lagi banyak. Memang macam tu.
Peti sejuk yang kotor dan rosak sehingga menghasilkan bau busuk dikesan menjadi punca kehadiran haiwan-haiwan perosak di premis ini.
Dah berapa lama dah rosak? Lama rosak lama dah. Setahun lebih dah. Ya.
Mana barang-barang yang lusuh, barang yang tak guna pakai, tak boleh ada dalam premis. Sebab dia akan jadi tempat hurungan lipas, tempat hurungan tikus. Sebab kalau akak buka ni, dia bau tu smile tu, dia akan tarikkan tu. Tarikkan kepada lipas nak masuk. Bila dia masuk dalam premis akak yang masalah.
Pest. So remember everyone, if you have like old equipments, etc., you should discard it or else the smell will attract more pests coming to your premises. But the worst will be this one. In the toilet.
Tak boleh tahu, awak tak boleh letak dalam kawasan toilet. Nah? Tak boleh lah. Tak jauh pada toilet nah.
Dari luar, sebuah restoran di Taman Sri Sedang ini mungkin kelihatan bersih. Namun pemeriksaan di bahagian dapur ataupun di belakang restoran ini menemukan satu bekas yang berisi ais yang ditempatkan di dalam bilik air dan sekaligus meragui cara penyediaan makanan oleh pihak restoran ini.
Gives doubt to the food handlers training.
Begitupun, pekerja-pekerja premis ini mendakwa tidak menyedari mengenai kesalahan itu,
staff said they
sekaligus
didn't notice
menimbulkan
doing things
persoalan
wrong.
mengenai status kursus pengendalian makanan yang dijalani mereka.
So it gives doubt to the food handlers training that they went through. I want to ask everyone, if you see ice inside toilet, would you want to eat there again? Yes or no? Heck no, teacher. Kan? So that's the same feeling for everyone. So do be aware, check your team, or else the Ministry of Health will check them for you. They will ask this question. Have you come for the training?
Pipi khusus tak? Pipi khusus. Lepas suruh pakai kasut ke pakai slipper?
Did they tell you to wear shoes or slippers?
Suruh pakai kasut ke pakai slipper?
Aha.
Tak ada khusus kan?
Khusus.
Khusus ada. Sisi mana?
Ada. Tak ingat ni.
Abang dah hadis khusus. Sekolah latihan pengendali makanan. Di dalam sekolah ni dia punya syllabus dia terangkan pengendali tak boleh memakai aksesori dan sebagainya lah.
Yeah, you shouldn't
tapi
be
abang
wearing
masih guna.
accessories, etc.
Pakai lagi.
But you still wearing them.
Sama ada abang faham ke?
It's either you understand or you don't understand.
Faham. Tapi saya lupa lah. Dadah saya tak pakai ni. Hari ni saya
I
pakai.
usually wear this. I don't usually wear this. Oh no.
Sebab kita takut ada sakit-baki makanan ataupun kulat lah. Itu yang kita tak
We
benarkan.
worry if there's anything under there. that
Mereka
may
dikenakan
go to
kompaun
the
ekoran
food.
tidak
Oh,
mematuhi
no.
amalan kebersihan pengendalian makanan mengikut peraturan-peraturan kebersihan makanan 2009.
So they worry if anything goes
Kalau
wrong.
tak bayar kena pergi mahkamah 18
you get
11 2019. Kalau tak nak bayar boleh pergi mahkamah. Tetapi kalau kata tak bayar dan tak nak pergi mahkamah juga baru tangkapkan keluar dan kita boleh panggil ke mahkamah lah.
Ada juga di antara pekerja-pekerja premis ini tidak mendapat suntikan vaksin bagi mencegah penularan wabak typhoid yang boleh merebak melalui makanan atau minuman.
Berapa orang pekerja Pak Kasih bang? 8 orang lah. Difahamkan oleh pihak kesihatan tadi 4 orang saja yang dapat suntikan. Yang selebihnya macam mana bang?
Yang tu yang baru mai.
Bila orang datang?
tak apa sebulan lagi.
Berapa bulan lagi? Yang baru datang ni bila abang plan nak hantar?
Ni agak-agak dalam ni lah.
Dalam bila?
Apa?
Bulan ni? Dalam bulan ni jugalah.
Hasil operasi 44 notis kompaun bernilai hampir RM12,000 dikeluarkan kepada pemilik premis dan 10 jenis produk makanan dirampas.
Okay. Alright, so I want to ask everyone, what do you, if you are the staff over here, would you like to continue working there ever again? Maybe not. Okay, so that's why important for you to find good employers as well. As employers, as bosses, yeah, as the owner of the food premises, please make sure this doesn't happen to your premise. So everyone, let's do some finger exercise, or you want to speak it out. Also, okay. Tell me what is wrong inside this food premises. You want to write it down? Like for example, cikgu, apron dirty. Okay, or maybe you want to say out loud, also just fine. Okay, so please tell me what's wrong in this video just now. Safina, angkat je phone tu baru cakap. Sebab tadi dia punya speaker dekat atas benda tadi tu. Alright, so what is the wrong thing that you see here? Everybody tell me. If you want to press unmute button, also just fine. Okay, betul, Mr. Amril. Why is it improper? Because there's no temperature control. It is not maintained properly, and the plastic shouldn't be inside the freezer. Yeah, any plastic bag shouldn't be inside the freezer. Anything that it comes from shopping, because shopping plastic bags are not clean, they're actually quite dirty. So you have to actually clean everything up first, and then you move them to other containers. Yeah, be careful. Yeah. Yeah. Dia punya ice box gila tak bersihkan miskas tu, kita tengok macam Alright. It is not kept properly. Very good, Mr. Chan. No proper pest control. Yes, maybe they do have proper pest control. It's just the fact that the pest is tougher than the pest control itself. Okay. Alright, the chopping board very dirty. Mr. Kiang, yeah, if you see that one happening at Shabuyu, you tell the boss. The boss maybe missed out on something. Yeah, they actually have very good SOP for Shabuyu. I don't worry about you guys. Inside the toilet also, yes, that's one of very important things to understand. People, no food inside toilet. Thank you very much. Alright. Alright. And also we know for a fact that a lot of things can go wrong about the food, especially when you talk about the surrounding is clean but the kitchen is dirty. That can happen to anybody at any times. Okay, and also you must be aware who is responsible for all this. The management, the owner, or the staff? Both. Very good. Starts from the boss first. The management must make sure everything is clean, everything is safe for you to do work with. However, we know for a fact that accidents do happen. We may not notice it. However, please make sure that you as the staff must be trained by your bosses, by your management, by your seniors to make sure everything is in good condition. Can. Okay. However, do be aware that accidents do happen. We do our corrective action at all the time. Whenever there's something wrong, just do corrective action, retraining, corrective action, retraining, corrective action. But too many times, headache for you, headache for the boss. You may want to find another career path. Okay. All right. However, we know for a fact that a lot of things can happen. I pray to God nothing bad will happen to you. Okay. All right. Any questions so far about this video? I'll show you another video, which is actually going to be a good brain bleach for all of us because they are very, very clean. It's at a hospital. When you talk about hospitals, who do they serve? Who are they for? The patients, yes. They are sick. You don't want them to get sicker. Okay. So it is important for us to know by hook or by crook, the premises must be ready to make food, the system is in place, and the staff are trained well to follow the system with the facilities involved. Okay? Alright. And also, when the staff are trained properly, they can actually do very good work with the facilities is being given. So at this facility, I really like how the place is super clean, and they do segregation for different types of food. They ensure that there's reduced risk of cross contamination between different type of food. They control the time very tightly because bacteria can grow with food with time. Okay, just be aware on this video. I really like to look at how sometimes they wear gloves and sometimes they don't. Because gloves are not compulsory. It's a best practice. Oh, yeah. It's very interesting to look at that at a hospital setting as well. When you are cooking your food, you have to make sure that they're fully cooked. Maybe with a temperature probe. For example, chicken should be cooked at temperature of 74 degrees and keep it warm. Make sure that bacteria is not allowed to be grown, or maybe very little growth of bacteria. And also, when the food is being plated, I really like the fact that they use this one, conveyor belt. It's kind of fun to watch. And when the food arrives to the patients, it is in the best condition always. Oops. Because why? Food safety is everybody's responsibility. Yay. Was that a good video? A good example of what to do, yeah? Very good, yeah? Okay, just a disclaimer. This is very, very pricey to maintain. You notice a lot of things that they are wearing are disposables, correct? Okay, so when they are disposable items, we know for a fact that they are very pricey to maintain. They are quite pricey to maintain, but that's okay. You can use the usual apron, caps, etc. No problem. We follow what we can follow. Okay, I want to ask everyone, what do you one thing only? Yeah, I know the fact that people are answering multiple things. Just one thing. What is that one thing that you like the most about this video? Yeah. Very good. Why they're sorted well? Because they are maintained. And the facilities are actually there to maintain how clean it is. The flow is very nice. Everything is organized. The appearance, you mean the uniform? Yeah, the uniform is quite good, eh? It look very clean. That's the most important part. Yeah, full attire, Miss Kasturi. Everything is clean, Miss Kiang. Yeah, like just like in Shabuyo, no problem. But sometimes when you are in operation during peak hours, yeah, there will be a bit on the messy side, but don't mind the messy as long as you know you clean it later, no problem. Okay. All right, that's the usual stuff. Thank you very much. Full attire is very important. I will tell you what are the 4 things that we will discuss about uniform later. However, there's this one pet peeve I usually don't like about this specific picture. They're wearing name tags under the apron. It should be okay. But for me, it's like still a hazard. I prefer not for it not to be there, but it's because there is the SOP. They're already covering it. As long as nothing goes into the food, it should be okay. All right. Any question about this video? Maybe all of us like it, yeah? Okay, because we know that foods not clean, not safe can cause food poisoning and internal injuries, considering 3 types of contamination: biological, chemical, physical. What are they? Biological contamination. Okay, first thing first, we talk about contamination. What is contamination? Pencemaran. Benda yang tak patut kena dekat dia. Things that shouldn't be on the food, contaminating the food. That's a contaminant. First thing first, we talk about biological contamination. Mostly people will talk about microbiological contamination, things that you cannot see, that can grow on your food. They take time to grow in a certain condition, which is why we make sure that our food is well heated well, cooked properly, do not serve it too late, etc. Because we want to disallow this from happening, them growing like that. However, accidents do happen. We pray to God that nothing bad happens to our food. We, as the food handler, are the last line of defense. If you as the staff, we do this. Lihat, bau, sentuh, rasa. We smell it. We make sure the smell is okay. We look at it. Oh, do you have something on you? We taste it. And then maybe we may want to touch it and be like, oh, slimy chicken. No, something like that. Okay, just be aware that sometimes we may doubt our decisions per se. For example, I do have people saying this. Cikgu, let's just throw away the fungal area and we just use the white area that doesn't have fungal growth. Okay or not okay, people? Not okay. Yes, that is a very good decision for you to make, because why? The roots of the fungus are already inside here. Actually, they contain mycotoxin that can actually ruin your nervous system. So very, very not recommended. There are people who say, Cikgu, but we can kill the germs with, well, by toasting it per se. Doesn't work that way. All right. Okay. However, we do have other biological contamination like worms per se. Be aware that they can be inside your food. We make sure that they do not go anywhere else. Okay, they do not grow. They don't go inside your food. Okay, may I ask everyone, if you have microbiological contamination, we have bacteria on our food. Maybe sometime we may get sick. Anybody here ever got food poisoning from eating food? Yes. Yes, very good. No, not good. My friend, by the way. Okay. Do you get sick immediately after eating that food, or does it take a few hours or maybe the next day? Yeah, usually more than like 6 to 8 hours. Usually the next day. I still remember when I was in Krabi, because of program, we had very nice dinner the day before. The day after breakfast, I puked everything out. I'm so glad I puked everything out. Because why? Less diarrhea to handle. I had 1 whole day of diarrhea. Oh, it was so much fun. I literally skipped all my programs that day. Okay. All right. So I pray to God that will never happen to you. But it can actually get even worse. There was this one that I got diarrhea for 10 days. How long was your worst diarrhea of everyone? 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, 5 days, 7? Not yet. Okay, 4 days, 5 days, 4 days. I'm Ajmil, yeah. Amril, I'm so very glad that you're okay. All right. It can be even worse. So be careful, everyone. However, what about chemical contamination? They can actually make you sick very, very fast. For example, have you ever tasted food, soap inside your food or in drinks before? What do you do when you taste the soap? Do you swallow it or you spit it back out? Okay, very good. Okay, Mrs. Shamus got that. Okay, good. Why? They may actually contain pesticide that shouldn't be inside the kitchen at all. They may actually contain other like personal medication that you may not that the staff bring in without you, the bosses, for example, noticing. It shouldn't be there. Because there are people who are allergic to certain medicine. Be careful, yeah. Maybe some people have their makeup falling into your drink or your food, Mr. Shamus. Oh, very sedap, you know. Okay, yeah, that's why you shouldn't be wearing too much makeup when you are making food at the kitchen, especially for the service crew. Don't we highly recommend them to wear very natural makeup, not too much. Okay, but what about chemicals inside kitchen? Okay, to be frank, shouldn't be any. However, what about, well, our detergent, our cleaning agent? We need it for our kitchen to keep it clean. Well, just be aware that you have to train your staff properly on how to do cleaning, quite literally. Anybody here making coffee? Coffee makers, anyone? Thankfully, no. Okay, but if, for example, if you have complicated machines that you have to take care of, you have to know how to clean them properly. For example, Starbucks, they were sued $2 million because somebody forgot to flush out the cleaning materials. The cleaning fluid was as tough as Clorox. You can feel Clorox on the tip of your fingers is burning off your skin. What about when they are burning through your tongue and through your throat? Oh, so scary. So that is called chemical burn. Be careful, yeah. What about physical contamination? Physical contamination can be anything that falls into your food that you can see that may actually be injurious to you, cause you injury. But usually the one that we see are like what? Anybody ever found hairs at your food? Gang. Yeah, that's why Miss Kasturi makes sure that her hair is in a bundle like that properly, and Miss Kasturi, yeah. Okay. All right. Have you ever found plastic, paper, like stapler inside your food? Especially for the Ramadan coming in, for the Chinese New Year coming in, Ramadan coming in. Be careful of the kuih muih that you're gonna serve or you're gonna serve to your customers, because they may staple it like this. Be aware it can stab your customers in their throat or in their tummies or in their intestines. Anything that is metallish that has wires on it, you may want to fix things with using the metal mesh, etc. No. Big no, specifically no. Sometimes when you have the Nando's flag, yeah, the toothpick one, it is also a physical hazard, but at least that one is visible from afar. It's not easy to swallow. But we do have small children swallowing needles. Not needles, sorry. Iron nails, paku besi tu, yes, that paku besi, they swallowed the damn iron nail. Had to go through an operation to remove the nail from their tummy. Be careful everyone, yeah, don't trust small kids with very
Bertemu
small
kembali,
stuff.
13 pelajar darjah 4 hingga 6 Sekolah Kebangsaan Seberang Perak terpaksa dikejarkan ke Hospital Sultanah Bahiyah Alor-Star selepas mengalami keracunan makanan.
And even worse is that it can cause death if it's too critical, especially for the elderly and the children, especially for the children, small children per se. For example, in this case, okay, in one of the cases, actually, a 5-year-old died on the way to the hospital because of food poisoning from eating food from Pasar Malam. He died within 3 days of ingesting the food on the way to the hospital. So I want you to know that this kind of situation can happen to anyone and anything. And sadly to say, the mother actually bought the food. Okay, so this is what really happened to the child. And in the news itself, the mother was crying her heart out because the child is normal. Our responsibility is to make sure we reduce the risk of food poisoning. What do you do to make sure this doesn't happen to your customers? That's the most important part, okay? All right. So because why? We want to make sure our customers smile like this always. We make sure that our food is in the best condition. Okay, everyone? Any questions so far? Okay, so at the end of this topic, we explain the importance of this training for knowledge in food safety and also understand the benefit. Pelanggan sihat membawa berkat. Customers healthy, everybody's happy. Okay? Any questions? All right, I will give you questions. So everybody, just like before, please answer quiz. Number 1, thank you very much. Oh, my nose.
Cikgu, may I use the washroom, please?
Go run. Run after you answer the quiz. Thank you, my good sir. Oh, while you're answering the quiz, both are just fine.
Okay, Cikgu.
Whew. Restoran Dehunan, Dehunan. Let me smile with my eyes. Your answers. Okay, I received from 3 people already. Mr. Anas, you have to answer this question, Mr. Amito Ali. Is your name is your name Amito Ali or Muhammad Anas? Can you tell me, please? Press unmute button, my good sir. Press unmute. Unmute. Unmute, my good sir. I cannot hear your voice. Kak Wah, dapat dengar suara saya tak? Okay. She busy with the next class.
Ya.
Nama dia siapa sebenarnya ni yang baru masuk
Nak
ni?
ajak Kak Wah copy paste jap.
Thank you. So my assistant have like four kids at her home. If you hear screaming behind her, I truly apologize. That happens. Remote working, my teacher. All right, very good. I received from 6 people. I need 2 more. Thank you very much. Okay, 1 more. I do have 2 people who wants to pay 100,000 ringgit. Oh no, Miss Kasturi, Miss Safina. Maximum how many K? 10K only, 10,000 only, ma. I pray to God you make 100,000 ringgit everyone, but not to pay compound. Amen. Okay, all right. Okay, Mr. Anas, don't worry.
Dah, Cikgu.
You already, yeah. Okay, thank you, Cikgu. Thank you, Akak. I received from you already, Mr. Anas. Thank you very much. Just teasing you. Okay, but there are somebody who wants to stay with me for 8 hours. Mr. Anas, not 8 hours, only 3 hours only, my good sir. All right, thank you, everyone. Just 1 more. Okay, I received from Mr. Acharya already. Thank you so much, everyone. Appreciate it. Okay, we know for a fact that by hook or by crook, please follow the law. And also we know for a fact that we keep everything clean always. What is? Okay. Oh, it's Muhammad Sulaiman Muhammad Anas. Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Anas. All right. So we know that clean food must look clean, no germ, no toxin, no impurities, but sometimes things happen, don't let it fly, pun intended. I want to ask everyone, if you see this on your food, what would you do? Would you eat there anymore? Maybe not. Would you want to do something about it? What would the people usually do when they see something inside the food that shouldn't be there? Yeah, throw away can also. Complain to the restaurant, even better. Because we want the restaurant to be aware of anything that goes wrong. Okay, betul. What else? Currently now is the viral generation. What they will do is that they will take the phone, they take a video, they take a picture at least, and they will complain on the phone, not to the proprietor. They go like, oh everyone, I saw this lalat inside my food. You don't come to this place anymore, okay everyone, or something like that. So I pray to God that will never happen to your food, okay? Okay, all right. So do be aware things like that do happen. I pray to God will never happen to yours, okay? All right, so that's why it's important for us to be very aware of our premises and make sure that everything is just fine, okay? All right, because why? We know for a fact that we take care of our bodies first, making sure that it is healthy and safe as well. First thing first, medical checkup is not compulsory, it's a best practice. However, I do know people who go for the medical examination because of licensing requirement. Mr. Acharya, Mr. Anas, for MEMA done already? Yeah, done already for MEMA. Very good. For MEMA is actually for their licensing requirement. They must have the licensing requirement to be fulfilled so that they can actually work inside Malaysia. Okay. All right. Number 2 is that for us, Malaysian is not compulsory. It's a best practice. If you have it, okay. So you don't have it, it's also just fine. On the other hand, why is it important to do a medical checkup? Why is it under the law? They even wrote it under the law, but they make it non-compulsory for cost reason. Okay. Medical checkup is to identify whether you're carrying diseases that may be infectious to other people. You may carry hepatitis B, TB, HIV, but they are not infectious through food. So technically, if you have people working with you who may carry that disease, it technically should be okay for us to eat the food. But if you are the customer, would you want to eat that food prepared by people with HIV, TB? I see a nod, very rare. Thank you so much, Shamus. But most people go like this for their own safety per se. But we know for a fact that with high temperature, and also the fact that they will not live outside of the human body, no problem whatsoever to eat it. However, as a food handler, I'll be more worried if I carry food and waterborne diseases. For example, hepatitis B is all about the blood. Hepatitis A can be transmissible through food. That is very rare inside Malaysia. Cholera, thankfully, mostly eradicated. However, if you use not clean water, like from the well, for example, can we drink from the well directly? No, because why? They're not processed. Thankfully, most of the water inside Malaysia, we use the water from Jabatan Bekalan Air. They're clean, they're safe, they do not have cholera. But what about typhoid fever? I want to ask everyone, do you know what typhoid fever is? Yes or no? Kasturi, camera please. No? Pernah dengar demam kepialu tak? Somebody go like, okay. Alright, okay. I think I heard of it before. Okay. Typhoid is actually caused by a bacteria called Salmonella typhi. That's why it's called typhoid fever, because it's the bacteria called typhi. Or maybe the other way around. Just fine. Okay, so it is transmissible through, for example, feces for people who didn't wash their hands properly, or through the saliva of an infected person. Safina, camera sayang. Typhoid Mary, this is a case from 100 years ago. This lady caused 51 people to get sick, 3 deaths. Do you want people to die because of the food that you prepare? No. So what do we need to do is that we make sure that we are healthy and safe by preparing food, by doing anti-typhoid vaccination. For people who may not, who may actually worry about vaccination, you have the right to not go for this vaccination with certain documentations. But if you don't take the vaccination, what can happen? The bacteria can go inside your body. It can cause hot fever, stomach aches, headaches, loss of appetite. For me, for my friend, not me actually, mine, I had something else when I was in Krabi. But when we went to Bali, she actually puked in the flight going back home. It was not good. So I pray to God that will never happen to you, yeah. So yeah. So we both of us actually got typhoid fever that day. For that trip. So be careful, everyone. Preferably if you vaccinate yourself before going anywhere, like seriously. So what do? Vaccinate ASAP. So I want to ask everyone who here have gone for your anti-typhoid vaccination. Hands up. Very good. Who haven't yet? Okay, all right. Okay, Encik Amas, don't worry about it that much because you're not inside the industry yet. Okay, but if you choose to do so, you may want to give, okay, for bosses per se, give phone calls to the clinics nearest to you. Literally Google clinic near me and ask 3 questions. Price is usually between 50 to 90 ringgit, but sometimes it's a bit more pricey than other places per se for your area, so you may want to move a bit. But I do know one place is like 50 ringgit, the other place is 70 ringgit in the same area. What the? So you may want to investigate which clinic it will be the best for you. For bosses, you may want to discuss with the clinic nicely. Just ask them, okay, maybe we will send to you like multiple participants per month. Sorry, per month pula. Maybe multiple staff coming to your premises to go vaccination every few years, maybe like that. Maybe in 1 year, maybe you send in like 10, 12. It'll be good business for them to actually give you a bit of discount. Number two, sorry, may I ask everyone, how much did you pay for your vaccination? Give me a show of hands. 70, 80, 90? Okay, Mr. Kiang. Give me a show of hands. Show hands. 70, 80, 90. I want to see. I see 70. 55. Okay, 70. The rest of you? Oh, claim boleh lah. All right. 2 times. We also have the price. Sometimes the price will be so much higher. Like some people for in Labuan, they said, Cikgu, 190 ringgit. I go like, that can happen. It's pulau anyway. Number 2 types, short pills. Why pills? Because there are people who are afraid of needles. So you may want to make some phone calls for that. Number 3 years, but sometimes 2 years, sometimes 1 year. All of them are correct. However, if you have gone for vaccination, if you don't get the document, it will be invalid as well. You must bring the documentation to your boss. Maybe a copy, maybe the original one, depending on your boss. Maybe it's card, receipt, A4 paper, don't mind, as long as you have the chop and the sign of the clinic. But if you, not you lah, if that person is pregnant or breastfeeding, can they go for the anti-typhoid vaccination? Yes or no? Very good, Miss Safina. Not exactly. It's not recommended. You can still do it, but it is not recommended for safety purposes. Okay. On the other hand, if you say that, Cikgu, my majlis still requires me to have a documentation, ask for a letter with letterhead from the clinic saying that, oh, this person is pregnant or breastfeeding, cannot go for vaccination for the next how many months, for example. As long as there's something black and white, it's okay. And also, promise me, for those who haven't gone for your vaccination, go for your vaccination ASAP after this, okay? Thank you. All right. So, if you have the vaccination and then suddenly, sakit perut, cirit-birit, muntah-muntah, suddenly you got food poisoning. I want to ask everyone, can you touch food to be sold or to be given to other people? Yes or no? Cannot. Very good. Why? Your hands are not safe to touch other food, it may actually distribute the bacteria, the things from your hand, not to be frank, from your diarrhea per se, go to your customers. So that's why anytime you get diarrhea, take a break, must get the treatment, go to the clinic, get some medicine. If you don't get the medicine, I worry that you may carry the disease a bit longer than you should. This happened to me once. I delayed my treatment when I was in Bali. I got 10 days, very bad case of diarrhea. Okay, first few days of very bad bacteria. When I came back to Malaysia, I did get my treatment after that, but it took another 1 week to get rid of it. So total of 10 days. So I pray to God that will never happen to you. Do get treatment immediately. Get your MC. You should actually have at least 2 days to get rid of everything from your tummy. So just make sure you use the best of your MC, okay? Remember, you have usually for newly working, you only have less than 10 days of MC, you know. Or no, about 10 days of MC, 10 or 12. Look at your JD. Okay, and also, job offer, sorry, JO. And also, if you are injured, remember, do you want blood on your foot? No. You get, if it's big cut, go to clinic. Small cut, go to plaster lah. So which plaster would you use, number 1 or number 2? Give me a show of hands. Hand, everyone. I see 2. I cannot see much because my blur right now. Okay, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2. Okay, now number 1, Sakina. Why? Because number 1, fabric mah. We go for number 2 because it's waterproof, water resistant, doesn't allow blood to seep through. Or else your customer may become vampire. Don't want. So if you have cuts on your fingers, please make sure that your cuts are fully covered. And also, if the cut is on the finger, please make sure you clean it up, wear plaster and then wear glove on top. Why? You don't want the plaster to end up inside your food. Preferably if it's in different colors other than your skin color, so that at least if it falls down into the food, you can recover it immediately, aka just you know for a fact that you shouldn't be touching food technically if your hands have cuts. So be careful, yeah. All right. Monday in the morning. Do you guys Monday in the morning before you go to work? Yes, yes, yes. Very good. Why is it important to shower in the morning before you go to work? So that your body will be clean and healthy. And most importantly, the clean part. Why? Because when you do not shower in the morning, bacteria will accumulate on your body, go into your food. Actually, the smell, the body smell is actually caused by bacterial growth. That's why it's important to wear deodorant under your armpits. It reduces your sweat under your armpit, making sure that your body doesn't accumulate bacteria. Do you guys know what deodorant is? Yes? Yes? Some of you go like, what is deodorant? The thing that you put under your armpits. Like that. It can be rolled, it can be spray, I don't mind, as long as you know that they can actually reduce the smell of your body, making sure that your body doesn't carry back too much bacteria to your customers, okay? All right. So everyone, we know the fact that the nails should be clean and safe. I want everyone to do like this. I want to take a picture of your nails. Nails. Sapina, kuku mana sayang? Okay, in 3, 2, 1. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Okay. So, I'll show you how your nails look like. Yeah, actually, Miss Safina, true. Cartoon is still okay. How your nails look like on my screen. I totally forgot what to write over here. Oh, that one is not mine. That's the next class punya. All right, don't open your WhatsApp. I'll open it for you. Okay, Mr. Shemus, okay. Mr. Amril, okay. Mr. Sulaiman, very okay. But is it okay for you to cut it so deep? Is it okay? Doesn't it painful? It's okay, yeah? All right. Okay. All right, Mr. Acharya, very good, my good sir. Okay, Mr. Amash, looking okay. Miss Kasturi, okay. Miss Sapina, aku nampak macam love je kat situ. Boleh juga lah, no. Okay, all right. Mostly the one I can see is okay. And Mr. Kiang Hong, okay. All right. At Shabuyo, they are very strict when it comes to the hand. Correct, Mr. Kiang. In the mornings, they will make inspection to make sure suddenly if the staff comes with long nails, they will make sure that you have the nail clipper to cut it. Correct? Yeah, it's like that. Thank you so much, Mr. Kiang Hong. When it comes to established restaurant, we know for a fact that in the morning they will check on the staff, everybody, making sure that everything is okay, including the nails, etc. So if you have long nails, what will happen? Dirty things from under the nails will go into the food. Oh no, 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 cannot, teacher. All right, and also do be aware that the color is not good. That nail polish can become chemical, go into the food. However, if it's inai henna, should be okay. It's like tattoos. It's not on the skin, it's inside the skin. So it will not go into the food. What about accessories? Everyone on the arms, okay or not okay to have accessories, etc.? No, very good. I got people showing me their arms already. Very good. Okay, nothing on the arms. Very good. Watches, okay or not okay? Not okay. I do have people arguing with me. Cikgu, I need to look at the time. I go like, look at the wall clock over there. No wall clock. You ask your boss to install some. Okay. Bracelet? No. Okay. What about religious item like prayer beads like this? Not exactly okay. But for example, for Miss Kasturi, for example, for religious or maybe for religious purposes, maybe you have family members or yourself wearing tali prayer from the temples. So they are made from cotton. They easily absorb our dead skin, our sebum. Bacteria can grow on it. Oh no! So we don't exactly recommend wearing it. But to be frank, if you are for okay, go, Mr. Amril. Okay, but for safety purposes, we do not recommend it. But if you have religious items, just make sure that they are compliant as much as you can. For example, maybe you want to tie it up with no extra strand. Maybe you want to make it a bit on the loose so that you can pull it down here and hide it under your long sleeves. Literally, you may just want to wear long sleeves. I've been wearing this for half a year, more than half a year already. I try to look at how clean it can become. Cotton knitting is. It's not easy to maintain how clean it is. Okay. So yeah, we don't recommend things to be on the arms at all, to be frank. However, if it's religious item, usually is given a reprieve by the majlis, but not for all food premises. And also remember, yeah, can we wear rings? Rings okay for us during food premises? No. Story time. There was this one guy eating roti canai. It tasted a bit weird. He looked at the roti canai guy wearing a big ass ring like that. Going in and out of toilet also wearing ring. Oh, he cannot tahan anymore. Grab the boss, grab the staff, look under the ring. Alamak. Chocolatey. Chocolatey. Feces goodness from the toilet go to roti canai. Alamak, tastes so good. That okay or not okay? Not okay. So these are the things that you have to be very aware of. I pray to God that will never happen to your food at all. That's why it's not recommended to have anything under the arms at all. On the arms at all. Okay, be careful, yeah? Any question you'd like to ask? No? But may I ask you, what would you feel if you find some ring inside your food? Somebody say, oh, this is mostly like April Fool, but technically it is not. Okay, so somebody actually found another good ring inside their burger, so be careful. Nothing on the arms, nothing. Okay, so what's the important maintaining good personal hygiene? Is to actually ensure that you avoid food contamination, decrease possibility of food poisoning. No poisoning, no final summon. Okay. Any questions so far? No. Moving on. Proper attire for food handlers. We know for a fact there are many types of attire. You can look at the first 2 videos just now. It show how different people can dress up as. But don't worry. Just make sure that you wear your proper attire. Because do you want dirty things from outside coming inside? No. Do you want to get injured? Heck no. Do you want to pay compound? Double heck no. Okay. If you don't wear caps, 1,000 you wear shoes, 1,000 you don't wear apron, 1,000 ringgit. And remember, it is taxable. The more that you don't follow, the more that you have to pay. So be careful, everyone, okay? And also remember, yeah, when it comes to attire, a lot of things can go wrong about the things that you want to wear. So remember, there are 4 things as a food handler you must take care of. Head cover, clean attire, light colored apron, covered shoes. What was the 4 again? Head cover, clean and complete attire, light colored apron, and covered shoes. What about face mask? Is it compulsory? Yes or no? No, depending on the company policy. Some bosses will tell you to wear face mask all the time, like in the second video. But the first video they didn't wear face mask, and it's also okay because it's only a best practice. It's not compulsory. Amril, laju sikit. Aku nak mula mengajar bahagian ni dah. Okay. And also, remember, yeah, maybe you need to wear face mask because you're not feeling very well. You don't want your saliva to go into the food. Don't want. And also maybe because your negeri, your state actually makes it compulsory for you to wear face mask. For example, for Selangor, it's compulsory since last year, early last year actually. So this video can show how if you don't wear proper face mask in Selangor can be. However, most officers, they don't actually say something like this. For them, it's okay for you to not wear face mask, but it depends on situation. Not the police lah, the majlis officers. This one was in MCO, but you get the gist, right? Okay, head cover. You talk about, Mr. Kian Hong tak nampak muka. You talk about what? Okay, you talk about covering the hair. What do you want to avoid falling to the food? The hair. But to be frank, teacher, bald people without hair on top of their heads, do they need to wear head cover as well? Yes or no? Bald, orang botak. Head cover, yes or no? Very good. Why? The sweat. You may sweat onto the food or extra garam cannot. So what do we need to do is that we make sure the sweat doesn't go onto our food. So, and also the hair as well. So we have different types. The one that we saw in the video just now was this one. The first video was this one. It's also correct. If you want to wear bandana, also just fine. If you have long hair, you may want to tie your hair like Miss Kasturi over here. Hi, Miss Kasturi. See, the hair looking very nice. Nothing comes up from the front. Very good, Encik Amash. Nothing must come up from the front. Thank you, Miss Kasturi. If you have cap, wear it like Mr. Anas. Nothing from the front, Mr. Anas. Very good, Mr. Anas. Thank you very much. Okay. So when you want to wear your cap, where's my cap? Oh, fell down. Anything that falls down, you have to wash them, okay? All right. Sakit perut aku. All right. Tie up your hair. Push your hair a bit to the back. Make sure the hair doesn't come out from the front, okay? Okay. And can we wear it like this? Cannot, teacher. The hair will come out from the front. So that's why we wear the caps properly. Cikgu, what about your scarf, teacher? Is it still okay already? It's still okay, no problem. The problem is that the pins. I'm wearing like 4 types of 4 pins right now. 4 opportunities for me to choke your customers to death. Do not let me wear it. Yeah, if you are wearing this, do not allow me inside your kitchens, okay? All right. So what kind of tudung that you will no, you want to wear tudung also no problem, but do be aware that we highly recommend people to wear tudung or scarf without pins. So wear the tudung sarung srak without the blings, okay? All right. So which head cover is okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. Give me a show of hands. Hand. I see 4. Okay, very good. Number 4. Mr. Anas, your hand. Okay, because why? The rest of them have hair coming out from the cap. No good. Okay. All right. And also do be aware that proper attire is very important to ensure that nobody carries dirty things on your attire go to your food. That's the importance of wearing proper attire. Attire plays a very important role, especially the outerwear. You have to keep it clean. Your apron, your chef coat, your lab coat should be clean, so to make sure your food is clean as well. Apologies. Okay, so when you talk about overalls, we talk about apron lah per se, for most of us, yeah. We may have apron for butchery, for dishwashing, for food. Can we use one apron for everything? Yes or no? No clean, very good. Because this one very wet, this one very dry, and everything got wet. No good. Okay. And for your apron, make sure that they are clean and light in color. Light in color. Cannot be black. I want to ask everyone, anybody here using black apron? No? I got Mr. Kiang Hong be like, Cikgu Shabuyo is actually the default is black in color. Cannot do anything about that, Mr. Kiang, no problem. Okay, so that one is boss's problem. They didn't follow the law, they will get compound, not you. Don't worry about it. However, you as the boss, Mr. Shamus, be careful. Don't know black apron. Tell your wife that. Remind her again. Okay, because you cannot see the stain. Safina, camera sayang. Okay, you cannot see whether it's dirty or not. Yeah, you can smell the dirty. That's the worst part. You have to keep it clean. May I ask everyone, your uniform, your apron, how many days do you need to wash it? Every 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, 5 days? Give me show of hands. I see 1, 2. Okay, maybe because you don't have enough uniform, Mr. Amril. Cucuk bos kejap. Okay, it should be every day. Why? Even though it doesn't have stains on it, it may have bacteria growing on it already, especially when you're wearing it with all your sweat and tears. Dan peluh risau bos pergi kacau kita. Waktu kita tengah buat intern ni kan, Amril kan. Ayo, peluh jangan cakap. Okay. And also, we know that it should be durable, easy to wash, and no pockets. Why no pockets? What do people put inside the apron pocket? Yeah, I don't care that. Okay. However, when you have pocket, things can fall inside there. There was this one time I found fungal growth, maybe food fell inside there. Nobody cleaned it properly. No good. And also, make sure there's no accessory bling bling. I don't exactly recommend wearing name tags like I indicated much earlier on in the second video. I don't exactly recommend things on the there because it can fall into the food at any time, even name tags. But if your boss tell you to wear it, it's not your fault. Just wear it. Okay, and covering the chest to the knees. Which one? So in one sense that we know that this shouldn't be happening. So which one is okay? 1, 2, 3. Give me show of hands. I see 1, 1, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3. Both? Correct. Okay, but why not number 1? Okay, for Mr. Kiang Hong, from a service point of view, he knows for a fact that a lot of places, they actually wear this kind of attire. Correct, Mr. Kiang Hong? Okay, why? The reason, for example, for hotels, for example, they do have changing room. They can change the t-shirt when it gets dirty. So they can change in the changing room. But most of us, we don't have changing room. So that's why we only change the apron or the outerwear. For the chef coat, we have half chef coat, half apron. This one, we have full apron. And all of them have layers underneath so that you can easy for you to change the attire, you see? All right. But if you only have this much apron, what to do? I do not know. Okay. That's why your sweat and tears can go into the food if you only have half an apron. Be careful, yeah? Can we bring apron to the toilet? Cannot. Can we bring it jalan-jalan cari makan? Cannot. So do be aware that we don't want things to go bad about your food. We make sure that we do not allow all that from happening, okay? And also remember, yeah, fully covered shoes anti-slip for your own safety.
I'm the sous chef here. With any luck, I should be head chef by next year. I've got this amazing fiance, who I won't be marrying this weekend, because I'm about to be in a terrible accident. But really, I should have cleaned up the grease over there, and they should never put the deep fryer so close.
Somebody help me!
What's wrong in the video just now? Teacher, somebody screamed there in pain. Yeah, that's true. Okay. That shouldn't be happening inside the kitchen. But they weren't wear cap, weren't wear a cap, no head cover. There was ring, no good. And then suddenly she slipped, fell down. Why? Because her shoes were not saving her from falling down. That's why it's important for us to wear safety boot. Correct, everyone? All right. Okay, safety boot actually have the best grip, some of the best grip, even chef clock as well. However, they are not mandatory. Recommended but not mandatory. Do be aware that even daily shoes is also okay. But just for your information, number one, please do not expose your ankles like this. Okay, now make sure that it's fully covered by your pants. And number two is that please be aware that they can be a bit slippery because they are not designed for kitchen. I'm for my training, I wear Skechers. The reason is that it's the comfiest shoes I can find so far for training. If I go to the kitchen, I will slip and fall. All right, because why? It is when it gets wet, it can actually be super slippery. So that one you have to be very careful, everyone. Okay. But for example, Mr. Amri will be like, teacher, maybe I'll be wearing this. Yes, you may. I think actually in the fact, even for R&D, sometimes they wear something like this. Because they don't want the tissues coming inside, not covered like this. So it's very interesting to watch. Certain primaries, they do have certain controls. This okay or not okay? Not okay, but teacher, I see lots of people wearing this. Is it safe? No. You have hot oil spilling onto your feet. You become polka dot later on. No good. Okay. Which one is okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. Give me show of hand. I see 4, 2, 4, 2, 4, 2, 4, 2, 4. Both can. Okay. So remember, number 3 is a very big no-no. No slippers, everyone. Okay. Head cover, clean attire, light color apron covered shoes, and maybe face mask depending on your premises. So everyone, let's write down, or maybe you want to say out loud, what is wrong in this picture right now? What is wrong in this picture? Mr. Acharya, what is wrong in this picture, Mr. Acharya? Tell me.
This one, dirty attire and smoking.
Smoking, very good. Okay, dirty attire, what else? I don't understand the kind selempang over here. Yes, true. What else is wrong here? Very good, Mr. Acharya. Thank you very much. What about you, Mr. Anas? Dirty apron, yes, good, Miss Safina. Thank you for coming back safe. Okay, all right. Mr. Anas, we can see, is her hair coming out like that? You're wearing cap, very good. She no good, right? Okay, what else, everybody? What do you see is wrong in this picture? Yeah, dirty slipper, cikgu pecah. All right, this lady have so many issues. Yeah, pocket with apron is actually no problem as long as you keep it clean and safe. Yeah, the cuts, the accessories, etc., the smoking and what the. Okay, if you're not feeling very well, please make sure that you wear face mask. If it's not too, if it's getting even worse, you need to hold into tissues all the time. You may need a break. Okay, get some treatment. Okay. All right, and also like I said earlier on, please make sure you wear your apron, your shoes properly. Your team members need to be checked. Sometimes they may not notice doing things wrong. You may need to actually tell them whenever things go wrong. Kita jaga sama kita, ya. And transform your very handsome guy over here become extra handsome. Wow, can you believe this is the same person? Can lah, let the janggut go, let the mukush go, and then I don't recognize people with the mukush anymore, huh? Mr. Anas, Mr. Acharya, Mr. Amash. Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's remember, caps, uniform, accessories, or shoes or nail shop. Okay. Any question? Okay, let's do a small break, everyone. So right now it's 11. Let's take a 10-minute break. We come back at 11:10 a.m. Okay. You may turn off your cameras. Press the stop video button. Boop. And you will be gone from my camera, but please do not log out because I worry you may not be able to log in again. See you all in 10 minutes. After this, we'll go into poor foot handling practices. Thank you so much. Safina, you okay? You just cover balik apa awak terlepas tadi, Safina. Okay nah? Mr. Anas, we are on the break now. Okay. Safina, okay ya? Kalau putus tadi, very good. Awak masuk balik. Okay, Safina nah?
Tak boleh.
Itulah kan. Dia putus-putus tiba-tiba. Biasa tu Safina tak apa. No problem. Masuk je balik tadi. Okay nah? Alright. Okay. So, kalau kita cakap pasal apron ni, kena pastikan warna cerah dan bersih selalu. Pastikan tiada poket, tiada aksesori. Safina, duduk sini sekejap. Cikgu nak habiskan silibus awak sekejap. Dah tutup parah dada sampai parah lutut. Dan juga kita tahu mana satu okey, 1, 2, 3. Mana satu lah, Safina? Mr. Anas, we are on break. Thank you. 3, very good. Ada juga nombor 1, tak ada masalah. Paling penting kita tahu, jangan bawa pergi toilet, jangan bawa pergi jalan-jalan cari makan, dan juga ingat tau, pergi letak tempat yang bersih. Basuh setiap hari, okey? Janganlah pula bawa dia bikin rata tak basuh pula, babe. Okey, dan juga kasut bertutup untuk keselamatan anda sebab kadang-kadang apa berlaku.
I'm the sous chef here. Any luck?
Ada terjatuh. Macam tu. Nak ke? Dengar dia menjerit sekejap pun awak takut dah. Okay, so ingat ya, kasut yang sangat-sangat sesuai, sangat-sangat digalakkan sebab kadang-kadang apa berlaku? Kasut yang kita pakai hari-hari ni kan, Safina, kan licin nak mampus. Tiba-tiba terkejut. Safina pakai kasut apa?
Saya pernah pakai kasut yang sport shoes tu. Lepas tu ada one time tu kawan saya mop. And then saya tak sadar. So saya pun tergelusur lah dekat dalam kitchen tu. So pergi hospital. Dia injet lah saya.
Tapi memang macam tu tau. Memang kadang-kadang kita tak perasan, dan juga paling penting sekali adalah kita tahu injury can happen anytime, correct? Okay, so hati-hati tau Safina lepas ni. Itulah kan kita pakai kasut takut tergelincang jatuh macam tu, kita pun takut, no? Alright, so kita tahu bahawa kita nak jaga diri kita dengan baik dengan memastikan bahawa kita tahu pakai kasut sesuai. Oh, Mr. Shamas, don't worry about us. She just covering her terhilang sekejap time.
Oh, okay. No problem, no problem. I just walked away for a while.
Thank you, Mr. Shamas. Appreciate it. We come our break is until 11:10. Thank you. Okay, Safina dah siap dah, tadi awak hilang sampai tadi tu je. Okay, thank you, Safina. See you in 7 minutes, okay? Thank you. Edu free. Kak Awang. Oh, tengah rehat dia juga. Linda cancel ya sebab dia dah bayar ke EduFree.
Cikgu panggil akak ke?
Akak,
sorry.
Linda dia kerja dengan EduFree. Dia pergi kelas dengan EduFree.
Tak dengar, ha?
Linda yang tadi kita nak rebook, yang kita nak masuk petang tadi tu, visit dia pada EduFree.
Nanti akak call dia. Okay.
Saya bagi tahu dengan dia kata ini bukan EduFood lah. Ini EduFood. Dia terbayar ke EduFree tu. Saya risau bila EduFree dia pergi gunakan kita punya nama dekat iklan dia orang tu.
Okay. Nanti akak check sekejap dengan dia. Sorry akak tengah tali tadi. Sekejap.
No. Just nak bagi tahu je sebenarnya. Tak apa Kak, kalau akak nak log out pun no problem sebab bilangan peserta sikit je kat sini. Akak fokus yang kat sana. Berapa orang kat sebelah sana Kak?
19.
Okay. Ada nama dia orang name list tak lengkap nak Kak tolong tengok.
Akak kejar je.
Kak okey ke sihat tak ni?
Entah, gatal mata.
Itulah Kak kan. Saya rasa Kak nak kena ni lah pasang something. Dia kan ada dehumidifier tu kan yang letak dekat tempat akak tengah duduk. Tapi tak apa Kak. Lepas ni akak akan masuk kerja banyak lama sikit nanti. Akak kena pastikan sihat lah.
Itulah. Tahu apa jadi nanti.
Kan nanti risau nanti bos baru kata kenapa Cik Bersin makcik ni.
Tak tahulah tapi takut pergi rumah Adami semalam. Ada kucing kan.
Betul, tapi selalunya badan kita kalau macam kena COVID ataupun kena influenza apa semua tu dia ambil about 2-3 days nak naik. So, apa yang akak boleh buat adalah kalau dalam seminggu akak masih lagi tak sihat, cuba check for ambil yang beli yang test tu, test kit tu.
Test kit.
Test kit tu dia ada test kit untuk COVID, untuk influenza A dengan B.
Dia 3 sekali tu yang 3 sekali tu.
3 sekali tapi mahal lah Kak yang 3 sekali tu.
Berapa
Tapi
tu?
berbaloi lah saya pernah beli untuk kawan saya influenza je. Dekat RM30 satu stick. Tapi ada yang murah dekat
Shopee. COVID dapat murah lah sekarang.
COVID murah sebab dah over banyak sangat dah. Ataupun akak boleh beli dulu for now macam akak beli je kat Shopee. Lepas tu nanti kemudian bila rasa tak sihat tu akak test diri. Macam tu lah.
Okay.
All the best akak nanti tahu. Pastikan sihat. Itulah. Tapi kalau akak perlukan ubat alergi tu akak bagi tahu dengan saya. Saya juga ada ubat yang pakai dekat hidung tu. Beli dekat Thailand nak bagi kat akak, ada terlupa pula. Nanti
Itulah. Tak tahulah semalam pergi rumah Adami ke apa benda. Tapi tiba-tiba mata bengkak berair je.
Alergi tu. Tapi selalunya alergi bukan datang hari selepas je. Selalunya datang hari sama.
Hari sama kan. Tapi semalam dah gatal-gatal lah. Maybe akak tergaru lebih kot mata.
Kalau maksudnya adalah benda hama-hama kat situ yang mungkin akak tak tahan kot.
Tengah rehat kan? Lidah tak perasan.
Tengah rehat sampai 11.
Suara lidah slow hari ni.
Suara cakap slow ke ataupun lidah cakap slow ke ataupun suara tu volume dia rendah?
Lidah jangan slow.
Lepas 45 hari berjumpa Kak.
Apa dah?
Lepas 45 hari berjumpa.
Tidak dapat sampai lambat pun semalam kan.
Taklah, alhamdulillah taklah lambat sangat tapi macam nak tergelak ni Kak kan sikit kan. Laju gila bas tu bawa, tak sampai 10 orang pun dia punya apa? Passenger. So what happened was dia tak berhenti mana-mana lah. Quite literally zoom je pergi sampai ke the first announcement saya dengar tak perasan pun kalau dia ada announcement lain, tiba-tiba dia kata Putrajaya.
Cepat je.
Itulah, pukul 4 pagi tadi sampai. Sedangkan jadual kata pukul 6. Sorry, what?
Tak, tadi yang Linda tu. Baru akak teringat semalam dia ada call. Dia cakap, dia nak buat bayaran banyak kali dah tak boleh dia kata. Macam sebelum ni, macam mana nak cakap Dia kata sebelum ni okey je. Tak tahulah dia pernah beli dengan kita ke apa. Tapi akak cakap lah cuba reload page. Cakap macam tu kan kalau tak dapat bayar macam tu. Lepas tu dia kata okey. Lepas tu macam terus pula pergi EduFree tu. Tak tahulah sama ada dia susah nak buat dekat kita ke ataupun dia memang takut EduFree ada guna lah.
Tu yang saya paling risau sekali tu sebab bila dia orang buat iklan nama EduFood, ada orang dia beli kat EduFood sedangkan dia orang beli kat EduFree.
Ya ke?
Okay akak, tolong check this one phone number daripada ni.
Mana? Tak dengar dia dah.
Ada dia punya staff dia tak dapat link dia kata. Tapi dia daftar.
Oh, belum lagi petang tu. Akak belum bagi, akak nak bagi dia.
Dia kata dia daftar bawah nama staff dia untuk hari Chinese class. Tapi nama staff dia lain. Dia bagi nombor telefon dia.
Louis tu ke?
Zhu Maulin. Okay everyone, do come in. Thank you akak. See you in. Okay everyone, do come in. So we have 4 sections. We have 4 things as a food handler we must take care of. What are the 4? Everybody must have the food handler certificate, anti-typhoid vaccination. What else? Proper attire and good personal hygiene. You don't take care of the 4, what will happen? Warning first, compound, jail time. Nobody got jail, thank you. Okay, closure notice. The most headache is not the jail time, it's actually the closure notice. Serious. Okay, and also, if what are the 4 things as a food handler we must take care about our attire? Head cover. What else? Clean and complete attire. Light colored apron and covered shoes. Okay. All right. So when we talk about the attire, we know for a fact that we take care of everything, but then alamak, suddenly we're doing poor food handling practices. Touching food by hand, smoking, scratching, picking to your nose, coughing to food. I want to ask everyone, is this okay or not okay? Not okay. Extra flavor to my food. Alamak, teacher cannot. But sometimes we may not notice. For example, Miss Kasturi was doing this. Okay. Yeah, your hands may go everywhere and anywhere. Mr. Kiang hands over here. Alamak, cross contamination domain is not working fine, no problem. Just kidding, Mr. Kiang. Okay, so it's a habit. We don't notice it. Miss Safina tiba-tiba pegang sini. It's a habit. Mr. Shemus holding on to his bottle, is it clean? No good, no clean, need to wash hand after that. Something like that lah. Especially when your hands touching everything, including your phone, including your food. So be careful, everyone. It's a habit per se. Sadly to say, sometimes it can be bad habit. Let's look at this video for about 10 seconds. What is wrong in this video?
She's using the same things with the same glove.
Very good. One glove for everything. One glove that matter. One glove to rule them all and give you headache later. Yeah, so this one okay or not okay? Not okay. So if you are the customer, you see this happening, would you want to eat there ever again? Or if you even want to eat that, or maybe not. So these are the kind of consideration that we have to take to ensure that our food does not cause cross-contamination, and also do be aware that sometimes staff may not notice them doing wrong. It is important to have people to supervise you properly. So good food handling practices comes from from the staff being trained properly. You as the boss train them, us as a staff train ourselves, and also just remember everyone, there's no such thing as common sense. Logic lah kena buat macam ni, you should follow, that's the common sense. Assume that nobody have any common sense whatsoever. Must have it in SOP, okay? But to be frank, they don't have it in SOP. We try our best to ensure that we do not cause cross-contamination. For example, wiping cloth, Wipe the tables properly. If the customer already finished eating, you should clean the place properly as fast as you can. You must wash your hands properly. You don't touch the food directly. That's some people say that's logic. At the same time, you have to make sure that you train them properly as well. For them, touching food by hand is their logic. Already wash hand, ma, but actually you shouldn't do that. Something like that. At the same time, having standard operating procedures, the step-by-step things to do is very important for bosses and for the staff to learn all the SOP and to memorize the SOPs at least as much as you can. You may want to simplify the step, but please make sure it doesn't cause cross-contamination, doesn't cause food poisoning to your customers. For example, one of the things that may not be in your SOP at all is actually your gloves. May I ask everyone, is it compulsory to wear gloves at all times? Yes or no? No. Only when you need to wear it. When? Touching food. Ready to eat, already cooked, ready served to your customer. For example, sandwiches, anything that is already pre-cooked. However, what about raw materials that you're not gonna cook later? Chicken, raw beef. Is it compulsory to wear gloves? Rice in the video just now, not compulsory. It's a best practice. Why? If you cook it, high temperature will kill off all the germs. Yay. Or at least 99.999% of it. Okay, so do remember, gloves, you may wear it for raw materials. If you want to marinate, you don't want the marinade to stick in your hand. Okay, all right, jadi just remember that we know, do you need to wash your hand before you wear the gloves? Yes, clean hand, clean gloves, very good. And remember, gloves 3 places only: box, hand, dustbin. Pick from box. After you wash your hand, put on hand. And then when you have your gloves, you want to serve food properly. Suddenly you hold into the receipt, you hold onto the money, you count the money, okay or not okay? Not okay. Suddenly you want to use your phone while you are holding onto the glove, okay or not okay? Not okay. Suddenly you touch your drink from your cup, okay or not okay? Not okay. So remember, you want to touch everything else, gloves off. Ask Mr. Kiang Hong, he knows. Service crew don't need to wear gloves, to be frank, but he may need to wear it for certain processes when instructed only. And gloves, finish using, take off, put inside dustbin. Can we put it on the table to recycle it? Yes or no? No. So remember, there are gloves that go like the rubber gloves per se. They may have powder inside, so you don't want to use the one with the powder. At the same time, some people say, oh cikgu, that sarung tangan getah boleh basuh apa? Only for dishwashing gloves. It's not for food. Anything for food is not reusable, it's disposable. Okay, nah? Oh, you don't want the headache of using gloves. Tongs, ladles, equipments are your best friend. Usually we have 2 main areas, one for the food, one for the hands. Can we hold over here? At the food area? Cannot. Can we put this inside the food? Go the one. Okay, equipment per se, can suddenly our hand go inside the equipment? No. Assume this is a plate. Can we put our hands over here? Plates hold onto the side, but not inside. Be careful, yeah. And also, for the tongs and ladles, let there be more than less. If you have 5 food items, how many tongs and ladles do you need? Give me show of hands. I see 5. You feel enough? 5? Extra big. Why? One may fall, one may break. You don't know where the other went. Your customer may accidentally bring it home. Seriously, this happened to me. My bag was too big. Fell down. I didn't notice. Okay. You should return it. Yeah. Maybe I did. Oops. Okay. And also, wash your hands thoroughly. Washing hand plays a very important role to ensure your food is clean, because your hands clean, food clean as well. Because why? Sometimes there are things that may actually stick on your hand, go into the food. So, first thing first, remove all accessories. Keep your nails short. Because why? Long nails, no good nails. Okay, and must have enough water, soap and tissue.
Basuhlah tangan dengan betul. Amalkan langkah.
And ensure that we follow these 7 steps. 1, water, soap. Make sure there's enough soap to make it all bubbly. Remove all the germs from your hand, germs, dirt, etc. Oil and on oil and on. Okay, and then number 2, palms. 3 in between fingers. You can do like this. You can do it like this as well. And then your thumbs. And 4, nails to palms. That's why you have to keep your nails short. 5, at the back of the hand and between fingers. Touch, go in between, rub it in. And after behind the after this, I usually go to the wrist extra a bit. If you have long arm hair, you may want to go to the arms as well. Rinse under running water. Turn off the tap. Wrist down. Oh. Number 7, dry off your hand with tissue and maybe kitchen towel. But for communal towel, I don't exactly agree with it unless you have personal towel. That's another story. Okay. And number 8, maybe some people they use hand sanitizers. Do you think that it is compulsory? Yes or no? Hand sanitizer is not compulsory. It's a best practice. Sanitizers is to kill germs on your hand. Because why? Sometimes when you wash your hands, it may not be clean enough. But to be fair, it may be clean, but it may not kill all the germs. So the hand sanitizer is extra, but it's only extra, not compulsory. It's not easy to find. Food grade hand sanitizer, the one that you see at Watson, etc. Those are not food grade. They come with lotion smell, with perfumes. I don't want. Okay, now. All right, 7 steps. Kasturi, camera, please. How many seconds do you reckon? 10 seconds to wash your hand? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50? I see 100. Okay, 30 seconds, 30 seconds. Okay, Amash, Mr. Amash, if you want to wash your hand 100 seconds, it's also just fine. But do remember, maybe sometimes people will call me, oh, why is Amash washing his hands so long a time? It's good lah. He's making sure that all the extra thing is gone already. Okay, actually the video is actually quite slow. So if you want to wash your hand, usually it takes about minimum of 20 seconds. If you want to make it longer, it's also just fine. But don't make it too long, or else your boss will call me and say, teacher, why so long? Why wash your hand? Okay, don't want lah. Okay, nah? All right, so let's wash our hands together, everyone. Mop wash. Hands. Hands, everybody. Raise your hand. Let's wash our hands together. Water, soap, bubbly, and then what was the next one? Palms, very good. In between fingers, and go to your thumbs. Nails, and then nails. At the back of the hand, make sure that it touches and go in between. Again, the other hand, and then wrist, and then rinse. Turn off the tap using what? This. So some places they do have the one with the pedals with the feet. Even better, you don't need to touch it at all with your arms or hands. Some places they have the automatic. Yeah, Club Med has that. It was kind of funny for me also. And also, what about tissue? Yeah, that one is make sure that it is thick enough. Where's my tissue? Where is my tissue? Did somebody stole away my tissue? Give me that. Oh, there it is. It hid itself from me. So we use kitchen towels that are actually very thick and nice. Is it okay to use our toilet roll? It's too thin. If you touch it, it becomes more wet than our hands itself. Okay. And also, how do you remember if it's 20 seconds already? Happy birthday to me. 2 times fast. So want to test our speed? Yeah. Okay. So again, water, soap, bubbles. Happy birthday to me. 2 times fast. I do apologize if you look at me, I'm laughing all the time because this song is kind of like funny for me. Okay, so Happy birthday to me, happy birthday to me. In between our fingers, don't forget our thumbs too. And then we go to the nails, and then to the nails at the back of the hand and between fingers. Of course, our wrist too, and wrist tissue. And make sure that can we use our apron, our baju, our kain lap meja? No, cannot. We must use the tissue, okay? Or maybe hand dryer. All right, everyone? Okay, now you can see the 20 seconds actually including rinsing as well. It's kind of fast. That's why you don't need to actually wash it too long a time. Okay, when do we need to wash our hands? All the time. All the time. Yeah, toilet, touch face, sneeze a bit. Oh no. Okay, in between different types of food, doing cleaning itself, especially when you pick your nose. When you have a break, wash it before and after the break. And the moment you step into the shop, after you change your attire, you wash your hands. How many steps of hand washing, everyone? 7 steps. How many seconds? Minimum 20 seconds. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Okay, equipment must be as clean as our hands. Ensure that we wash it before and after using. Officially, actually, but if you wash it before, it should still be okay. Sorry, after usage and then you keep it clean, it's also just fine. Do be aware of your wiping cloth. Make sure that if you want to use wiping cloth, make sure that they are the correct wiping cloth, not for anything else other than wiping the equipment itself. Also, do be aware that it shouldn't your equipment shouldn't touch the floor, the walls, and the ceiling. About this, give me a guess. How many cm or inches is this? Very good. Okay. 6 inches, a bit more, Mr. Acharya. 6 inches, 15 cm from the floor. But under the law, they ask for 8 inches. 20 cm from the floor, both are correct because white pallets will always be 15. So don't worry so much, Mr. Sharma. What about from the walls? It's 15. And the ceiling is also 15. Just let there be gaps. If you don't have the space to put the maximum 15, at least some space that you can see whether it's dirty or not, and then you can move it and then you can do cleaning. So that's why for shelves in open spaces like this, we highly recommend for it to be removable. At least when you can see the stain, you can clean it. If you see the past, you can actually take action against that. Okay, nah? Other than our hands and our equipment, everything must be clean. We reduce the risk of cross contamination. And mix it like this? Cannot. Remember what I said about chicken? They may carry salmonella. Veggies didn't carry salmonella. Bacteria? No salmonella bacteria. You mix. Everything brings people pain and suffering through food poisoning. Don't want. So what we do? Color coding is so much fun. Separation is easier when you have the things that can support your separation. For example, in the second video, they show how they actually have different areas with different colors. The one in the hospital, right? But is this coloring different colors compulsory, yes or no? No, it's a best practice. If you have it, okay. If you don't have it, it's also just fine. This coloring is usually very, how to say this? Quite international. This is how they usually colorize it. But if you have your own colors, it's also just fine. If you have only one color, it's also just fine. As long as you know how to keep it separate. However, not all premises have this as wiping towels for their everything. This is pricey to maintain. I understand that. For small scale should be okay. For big scale that can afford it, no problem. But if you have different colors, Okay. I want to ask everyone, who here have different colors for different wiping cloth? Hands up. Not yet? Okay, I do have one. Very good, Mr. Anas. Thank you so much. Okay, Mr. Kiang Hong, do you remember the colors for Shabuyo? For the service crew? Oh, Mr. Kiang Hong have problem with his internet. Hmm. Mr. Kiang Hong? Mr. Kiang Hong, you okay? Oh no, he's gone. Okay, so remember, this kind of color coding for you to memorize the colors. Okay, very good. Thank you, Miss Safina. Color blue for glass. Okay, maybe green for tables. Okay, for this video is actually kind of fun. You can look at different colors for wiping cloth. But I just want you to know, is it compulsory to have these different colors? No, it's good to have. Okay. All right. So do remember, how do you keep them separate? Is by making sure that you are being trained to do so. You keep them separated by colors. You print it, laminate it, put on the walls, and then you train your team members. Okay, this color for this. Okay, subliminal learning. You look at this if you don't memorize them. Okay, bye. Okay, and supervision all the time. Can we wash the different colors together? Cannot. Can we also bring it suddenly borrow from this place to another? Cannot. And remember, yeah, if you wash them together, your plates may smell like table soda one, okay? All right. Okay. And if your equipments are broken, rusted, wooden, is it okay if it's like this? No, but to be frank, there's a lot of wooden materials that are very good condition, but this one is not good because it has fungal growth with a bit of groove that may actually break down food form to the food. So be careful of the type of materials that you use inside your kitchen. If it's broken like this, there may be pieces that fall into the food. You can see how dirty certain areas is. If you feel that it's not clean anymore, please just discard it. Rust, be aware on that. It can cause tetanus, kancing gigi. We don't want that to happen to you, okay? All right. That's why we keep everything clean and safe by having places to clean it. We have sink for everything. We have sink for dishwashing, for food washing, not food, for our food items, for our hand washing basin. However, if it's small, you have one for everything. No problem. However, at the dishwashing area, you may have our dishwasher machine. Very good. And very headache also if it breaks down. Okay. We have two main waste to separate. What are the two types of waste? Dua jenis sampah nak diasingkan. We must separate them. Yeah, wet, dry. Food, non-food. Must keep it kept separate under environmental law 2017. Okay, 5 step to dishwashing. Remove flush residue by type. Wash with soap. There must not be too much, not too little. If it's too little, it won't be clean. But if it's a bit too much, at least we can rinse it off with under running water. Preferably if it's a bit warm, so that it will help to remove all the detergent and the dirt. But to be frank, hot water is highly recommended for sanitization. You want to put it in a bin and then you just pour hot water on it to kill extra germ that may be there, to remove all the extra oil that may be there. But to be frank, there are places that use sanitizers, especially for those who are using dishwasher machine. No problem. If you don't use it, it's still okay. Number 4 is actually an extra step. 5, dry the equipment off naturally. Yeah, put it on the racks. Just let it dry on its own. Or maybe use clean hand towels and then put it on the racks. Both are just fine. From dishwashers, for example, it's way hot. You can just put it on the racks and dry on its own. Please do not bully your plates like this. Apa masak pinggan aku, cikgu? So I wanna ask everyone, was that okay or not okay? Not okay. What they're doing? They're breaking my plates like ah! And do you see any soap? Any running water? Do you see a cap? Cik Ipah dengan pegawai aja. Okay. This apron is called dishwasher apron. It's black in color. It's not recommended. But if you wear it for not for food, it should be okay. But some officers, they are very adamant about the fact that you shouldn't be wearing anything that is not lighter color. So you may want to consider, boss, consider buying lighter color apron for your kitchen, just in case. And remember, wash it appropriately 90 cm from the floor, about the height of your waist, not on the floor, s'il vous plaît. You guys still remember this? One of you though. Okay. I'm glad. I think this one you were still in what? Secondary school? 2017. Do you guys ever see Rush Banana Leaf again in Malaysia after that? Gila, because nobody trusts it anymore after that. So be careful, everyone. Customers trust, you may lose it from not from viral things like this, from not taking care of your premises clean and safe. Be careful, everyone, okay? All right. Premises should be clean by how? Boss, make sure the flow is just nice. Do not allow cross-contamination to happen to different processes. For example, same door for food item going out, clean food going out, dirty plates coming in. Oh, not recommended. You have to use timing for that one. And also, when you talk about the front and the back, kitchen, we have different control. The front, the customer area have different control. How different? At the front, you can put anything under the sun. You want to put tanglong, you want to put pokok plants, live plants, dead plants. I mean, like, yeah, Christmas plants, tanglong plants. We have Deepavali coming in. We have what? Chinese New Year coming in. We have Raya coming in later on. You want to put decoration, no problem. Big problem is to clean all the decoration. There will be a lot of dust accumulating. Customer coming in, it'll be a bit dirty. They will become your source of headache later on. Don't mind them. They come to your premises, they pay for your gaji as well, so good. Okay. On the other hand, if you want to use wooden material inside at the front, no problem. Just the fact that be aware that if you put it at the counters, it may actually go bad. So we want to avoid at the counter for example, for making drinks, for example. Yeah. But at the bar area, we may want to avoid wooden materials that is low quality. Yeah. However, at the kitchen, all surfaces should be waterproof, easy to clean, non-toxic, doesn't absorb water. Floor tiles, wall tiles, 5 feet, 6 feet under the ceiling. But if you want to use epoxy like this, Mr. Seamus, just check with your majlis first if they allow it or not. Some majlis, they say okay. Some majlis, they say not okay. They must have tile because it's a requirement under their majlis. And also remember, yeah, must make sure do cleaning all the time. Clean as you go. And also you may want to do deep cleaning every few weeks, every few months. Very, very deep cleaning is maybe with professional help. Like for example, for the exhaust hood, everything. Just be aware that for freezers, chillers, and grease, and also exhaust hood, highly recommended at least every week. Especially during your downtime. Yeah, but if you don't have downtime, make sure you have some downtime. Especially when you're doing closing, etc. Why exhaust fan? Because you don't want the oil drip into the food. As well as, what about grease trap? Anybody here have experience cleaning grease trap? Yes? No? Oh, not yet for you, Mr. Seamus. You don't have open shop yet. Okay. How's the smell? Okay, it can be super bad. However, just be aware that we know it's actually can become a bad case of pest problem if they can smell it and they can actually invite pests to come to your premises. So what do is that we make sure you clean it every day if possible, but if not, it's still okay. Okay, bosses, do be aware that of the materials that you use inside your premises. If they do not follow the requirements, we will worry that, for example, gypsum board absorb water very easily. The same as for your cement flooring. That's why we use tile. However, what about the ceiling? Most people, they may not notice that, for example, very high ceiling, it should have cover as well. No beams exposed actually for the kitchen area. However, lighting inside kitchen must be covered always. Why? Because the glass for the lamps, if there is short circuit, it may break. The glass on the lamps can actually fall to the food. Is it safe to use the food rained by glass anymore? Yes or no? No. You cannot see the glass. You can even remove the shard of the glass shard. Pecah-pecah ke lampu tu. Memang berterabur. Korang takkan nampak lagi dah. So what you do, you discard everything, anything inside the kitchen. So that can happen. So be careful. Like this, everyone, okay or not okay? Not okay. This is why it's important to maintain your grease trap, everyone. You don't want this inside your kitchen, outside your kitchen, especially. So let's do some finger exercise. For those who are using phone, you notice the fact that down there to the left, you see the pen. Yeah, you tap the phone first once, and then you see the pen. Press the pen, circle the thing that you see wrong here. For those who are using computers, please hover onto my Zoom, not only the screen, the Zoom. You notice under there also the pen. Yeah, press the pen, circle the things that you see wrong here. Circle.
Sound wrong.
Yeah, so much wrong, Mr. Anas. What's wrong here, Mr. Anas? What do you see?
I see the chemicals and dustbin is not good.
Okay.
And cockroach.
Yes, cockroach. Okay, what else, people?
The ceiling is water.
Very good.
Not clean.
What is that chicken doing on top there, Mr. Amas? We do not know. What else? We have very good. Thank you, Mr. Anas. Okay, we have the mixing of non-cooked with cooked food. This one is a no-go as well. What else? We have the
food is near with the burger is near with
the chemicals. Very good. It shouldn't even be there actually. So everybody be careful, yeah, of the setup inside your kitchen. Question. The box, is it okay to be left inside the kitchen, the open box over there? No, why? Because when you have boxes inside the kitchen, it may actually become place for pest problem. Okay, now? All right. And also remember, yeah, things can go sideways very fast. Our responsibility is to make sure that we check our premises, make sure they're in good condition. Always to make food. Thank you very much, everyone. And also, what about facilities? Other than our kitchen, our service area, we do have our toilet, clean drainage, clean sink. However, do make sure that we know. Yes, very good. Okay. Stop it. I'll disable the annotation by everybody else. Evil. All right. Okay, where was I? I forgot to say. Okay, however, just be aware that it's important to have cleaning schedule. Follow the SOP to clean the toilets properly. And also, what about roadside premises? Roadside premises is important to ensure that everything is open, everything is exposed, and especially to the dust, to the elements. We have the rain, We have the sunshine. The worst is the wind with the rain. Okay. So just be aware that it's also open to pets. I wanna ask everyone. When you talk about pests per se, what can they cause? Food poisoning, they can eat through our food, they can ruin our premises, they can have rat droppings berak lah everywhere in our premises, headache later on. At the same time, we know for a fact that sometimes we know for a fact that they are everywhere in our premises. Sometimes the flies can come in droves. The rats and the flies come from somewhere we don't know. Just do basic pest control. Okay. The basic pest control would be you keeping everything clean, making sure the premises are totally closed up. Do not expose your food to the pest. Like for example, put in airtight containers, etc. Do be aware that they can eat through the boxes and the plastic as well. So make sure that there are no boxes at your premises that is not being used at all. Like for example, our egg trays, for example. We know for a fact that meow meow, cow cow, woof woof are also pests. They're cute pets, but they are not for your premises. Also remember that pet cafes doesn't exist. If they do, they keep the pets and the food separate. Okay, now look at Penang. They already introduced the concept. Very interesting. And also, but to be frank, we see it everywhere. Right now, what? Viral what? The reptile cafe? Yeah, looks very cute though. Sapinah sayang, oi tunggu cikgu. Okay, at the same time, we use traps. Should we be using poison? No. Okay. We don't want dead things to come into our premises, so be careful, okay? All right. So what can happen if you use pesticide is that what happened to my client? They found dead rat inside the aircon. Thankfully, no majlis, but another one, a lot of dead cockroaches in the premises. They got closure notice 14 days. I was kind of confused when I came to the premise to be like, why so many coming for class? Oh, teacher, closure notice. Lah. Okay, so be careful. That's why we use traps. Even traps, you have to choose the right one. For example, for flies, we have different types. We have this one for outside. The one that goes boom. You don't want dead flies with all the intestine all fried up into your food, okay? We use this one for inside. You know where they die. You can change it at any time. Usually it has its timing. And also, no pests, especially rats, because they carry leptospirosis, rat pee disease. I want to ask everyone, do you know how rat droppings look like? Now you know. It looks like this. You see this? Or maybe you want to know how rat pee smells like? You ask your friend, hey, wait, can you tell me whenever you smell any rat pee? Oh, it smells like that. Or, so be careful. Okay, if there is any indicator for rats, closure notice, no mercy. So everyone, you see this? Take pictures and to boss. Boss, tikus. And boss have to call the pest control. Something is very wrong if you have chickpea at your premises, yeah? Where do you put the rat trap? Outside or inside? Outside. Why? Like I said, you don't want to be caught with pests inside your premises. There was this one client of mine, Ministry of Health officer found rat inside the trap inside kitchen of canteen. Whole canteen got closure notice 7 days. Headache. Remember, yeah? When you get closure notice, you have to come for class again. All 7 come for class again, the poor guys. And one lady. Okay, so what about the drainage outside? Must be clean as well. Must be good condition or else it'll be pest problem. Okay, this is also to manage your pest problem. What type of trash bin do you use? Number 1 or number 2? Give me a show of hands. Number 1 with the pedal, number 2 without the pedal. Which one do you use? I see 1, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2. Both are correct. But Amril, at your premises, usually they use number 1 for safety purposes. But most of the F&B, they will use number 2 because it's cheaper. But number 2, big problem, you have to touch and need to wash your hand. Do many times, it become frisbee. Me headache. And then I go like, hey, why is there 5 trash bin but only 3 cover? Oh, teacher, we don't know where it go where. So me headache later. So be careful on this one. When you want to throw away your trash, you tie it up. Can we keep trash inside the food premises overnight? Yes or no? No. Tie it up, put in a big dustbin, wash your hands properly. Even outside, the trash bin outside, can it be like this? No, cannot. Can it be like this? No, cannot. So our responsibility is to make sure we check our premises properly, making sure that it is being kept safe. So at the end of this topic, we can understand that food hygiene start from us, become more aware of hygiene, proper attire and good personal hygiene. Okay, everyone? Any questions? No? Okay, moving on. All right, so let me ask you question. Okay. Quiz number 2. Okay, let me start with my eyes. Your answers. How is it going, people? All right. So I see here already 6 people. Another 2 more, yeah, fighting. Mr. Anas, you have to answer this. Oh, you already answered, Mr. Anas. Sorry about that. You already answered. But Mr. Anas, how many steps to hand washing? 5? No, 7 minimum. 5 is for dishwashing. I purposely put that number. Me evil. All right. So, all right, we know for a fact that we want to keep everything clean and safe. Food safety is our priority to ensure that we know our food is clean and safe always. We are always involved with food. Be involved the right way, not the wrong way. Yeah? Okay, so safe food must be free from dangerous germ, poison, toxin, feces, and other waste. We know that we want to make sure nothing bad happens to our food. So we may want to follow these 6 simple steps.
6 simple steps to avoid food poisoning. Hey, psst! It's 2 days past my use-by date, and it's about time I was thrown in the bio-waste. Listen carefully. I'll tell you how to avoid many bouts of food poisoning. Remember these 6 steps. 1. Wash your hands thoroughly before preparing food, and in all different stages of food preparation. Do not prepare food if you or your children are ill. 2. Use clean equipment. Do not use the same equipment for different foodstuffs, such as meat, bread, and vegetables. If you do, make sure to thoroughly wash it in between steps. Also, remember to wash your hands. It prevents microbes from spreading. 3. Wash all vegetables, fruits, and berries. They are a surprisingly common cause of food poisoning. Boil frozen berries sourced from abroad. 4. Make sure that meat is thoroughly cooked. Cook minced meat, poultry, and pork until it is well done. Cuts of beef and lamb can be left medium on the inside. 5. Serve food immediately. Keep hot food hot and cold food cold or chilled. Cool any leftover food in a cold water bath or in a smaller container and refrigerate it as soon as possible. 6. Store your ingredients and food at the correct temperatures to prevent bacteria from reproducing. Check the use-by and best before dates on the packaging. Oh no, I've got Salmonella bacteria. Remember what I said and throw me in the bio-waste. Ciao.
So what was the thing that we learned?
6 simple steps.
What was the thing that we learned from this video? They give us a brief recap of what we learned about food cleanliness. Yes, what we do is making sure that wash our hands properly, making sure our hands are healthy, of course. Use clean equipment and make sure wash all the foodies, including the vegetables. Okay, now we're gonna talk about these 3. Make sure that the food is thoroughly cooked. Serve food immediately by timing. Be careful, and also store them properly. Yeah, very good. To make sure that our food is clean and safe always. Okay, now. All right, Kasturi, you okay, internet? Yeah. All right. Okay. So the takeaway is that we know by hook or by crook, everything starts from us. But at the same time, we talk about food safety. We know that we must ensure we get the right supplier. We choose the right food. And do be aware, sometimes we may not notice things going wrong. Our equipment storage must be adequate. We have enough freezers, have enough chillers. Not like the first video, they didn't have proper freezers and chillers. Correct, everyone? They may have proper, but they didn't use it properly. Must ensure we take care of our equipment, must take care of our premises with all the food properly. Okay, everyone? Okay. We have 3 main types of food: wet, dry, and processed. And all of them, we have some ways to store. We have the system called FIFO. Everybody know what FIFO is? Very good. First in, first out. Anything that comes first, you use first. Anything that's old, bring to the front. Anything that new, put at the back. At the same time, to be frank, we do have other systems as well, of course, but the most simplest are FIFO. FIFO, first expire, first out. Look at different types of food with different expiry date. Be aware of that one. And also, JIT, just in time. Like, for example, your premises are too small for anything other than the customer tables and your small kitchen. So what you do, you order the food for the same day only. Nothing else. It's quite interesting concept. No problem. As long as you know what is the best for your premises and your system. As well as we know, different type of food and different ways of storage, different ways of choosing, and most importantly is that you know the wet raw materials have the highest chance to go bad very fast. That's why we need proper freezers and chillers for our meat, fishes, chicken, even for our eggs. Okay, first thing first, I want to tell you guys, food can be tampered with. For example, they may actually put your fish in formaldehyde, making it look nice all the time, but actually formaldehyde is actually preservative for cadavers. Yeah, dead people, so no. All right. Yeah, for the mummies per se. Oh no. Okay, not safe. All right. On the fish, there may be slime. Fish, seafood, there may be a bit of slime. That's okay. On chicken, can you have slime on chicken? On beef, yes or no? No, there shouldn't be any slime on beef or chicken. The reason is that the slime is actually a precursor or maybe an indicator for bacterial growth already. So what we do? We may need to throw them away, but to discard them properly. However, some people, they do is that they wash it with Clorox so that they will remove the sliminess. I go like, Clorox? Yeah, be careful, okay? Vegetables, they may actually wash it with they actually will have it rendam it, soak it in chemicals to make it look a lot nicer. They may put colorings on it. Be careful. They may even use for example, nasi kandar with the banana leaf. It may even be fake banana leaf made out of recycled paper and colorings, lots and lots of colorings. Be careful, everyone, of where you source your food. But I kind of worry about, like, for example, how we store our food plays a very important role as well. There was this one case. 46 students ended up to the hospital for 1 week during exam time because the canteen stored the chicken inside a broken freezer. Is that safe? Yes or no? Thankfully, nobody died. But another case, Salmonella case, that one is not commercial, is Kenduri. Hundreds people got sick, 4 people died. Yeah, it involved chicken stored in room temperature. Very scary, you know, so be careful, okay? All right. And eggs, remember, yeah, will always come with chicken shit. Like, seriously.
Abu, roti telur, 2 keping, makan sini.
Okay, Min. Saya buat untuk kamu. Special punya.
Okay, the reason why I'm showing you this video is to show a sketch of what really happens outside there. The funny thing is that he doesn't understand he's doing things wrong. Why? He took the eggs from the tree directly using it. Is it safe? Not safe. Because why? Eggs comes from farms. And usually the eggs are not washed. They put it on, they rub off the obvious chicken shit and they put it on the trays. And when people take it directly from the trays, put it on the food, what will happen? Contamination. And the hands goes everywhere. So it can actually contaminate a lot of food.
Setiap hari 30 kilo kita bagi orang makan najis.
And you may actually contaminate so much food that you actually contaminate a lot of your customers. So these are the considerations that we have to take. And sadly to say, we may actually have done this before. Pray to God it will never happen. Wah, sedap sangat lagi satu.
Kita nak tanggung ke semua tu?
Miss Kasturi, camera please. So I want to ask everyone. Eggs unwashed, okay or not okay to use like that? Not okay. But to be frank, if we wash it too early, what will happen to the egg? Go bad very fast. All eggs come with a protective layer that doesn't allow bacteria to go in. But the moment you wash it, that layer gone. Bacteria go inside, it can go back very fast. Miss Kasturi, camera please. That's why if you want to store your eggs in room temperature without washing it, it's also okay. But remember, it got chicken shit, ma. So where do you put the eggs? Away from other food products. You put it at the rack, the lowest rack. You put it in the kitchen, maybe somewhere else that does not have food items around it. If you have partition, even better. Okay. However, how long can you store the eggs? You look at the best before date. It can be 1 week, can be 2 weeks in room temperature. As long as you look at the best before date. We follow the best before date as much as you can. But if you ask me 1 week. But if you already wash it, you must use it within the same day if you store it in room temperature. But if you're not going to finish using it, dry off the eggs, put it on the inside the fridge, 3 days maximum after you wash it. Okay, question. Do you want to put eggs without washing it with all the chicken shit with all other food products inside the fridge? Yes or no? Okay, Miss Safina. Okay, yes, maybe no chicken shit on food. Thank you very much, teacher. All right. So what do we do is that we usually will wash it before you put it in the fridge. But if you don't wash it, put it in the fridge as well. Put it in an airtight container, okay? All right. What do we do with the egg trays at the end of the day? Throw away. Yes, very good. Do not use it. Okay, nah? Sorry. So do be aware that we want to ensure that we choose the right food materials, and most importantly is that we know we don't want to keep it inside our food premises. Okay, nah? Any questions so far? Okay. Thank you, everyone. Okay. Dry food products, we want to ensure that everything is in good condition. Making sure that everything is clean and safe. And also do be aware that dry food, make sure that not moist, not wet, not rotten inside, not inside foreign materials. It's easiest to take care of this. The reason is that because when it's dry, you can store them in room temperature. Okay, nah? All right. But the thing is that when you put it in room temperature, what will happen? Insect can come at any time. Okay, they eat through the plastic bags, you know. So when you open the plastic bag, quite literally they can go into your food already. But so that's why we put in airtight containers. Question. Flour. You sieve it. Kita tapis tepung and you find kutu, mites inside. Can we still use the flour for food after we sieve out the mites? Yes or no? Technically there will be those. Not exactly. Much is like this the whole time, you know. Everybody else is still thinking, can I? It depends on your company policy. If you ask me, I don't want insect shit inside my food. Thank you very much. But under Islam, technically, anything that you don't see, there's no problem. Oops. No, just kidding. Okay, so just be aware that you may not want to for your customers to eat insect shit inside your food. Okay, just in case. All right. Raw materials that is already processed usually comes with labeling. Anything that is already cooked, already prepared, they will have labeling to tell what kind of food it is. So just be aware, sometimes your supplier may accidentally send you the wrong items. Make sure that you exchange them properly. And all your food products that arrive to you should be in good condition. If they are dented, rusted, swollen, expired, accept or reject. Reject a hack. But to be frank, accidents do happen if you are the one who dented the can. It fell down. You are the one who dented the can. Yeah, it arrives to you in good condition. You are the one who dented it. Can we still use the food inside the can? Yes or no? I see some nods. I see some people go like that. And I see people not answering my question. Everybody cannot. Okay, both answers are correct. Thank you very much. Okay, why? Depending on your company policy. Some bosses go like, nope, cannot. Not safe. If there is already a dent, there's a possibility of the walls breaking off. The metal pieces may go into the food. So some bosses go like this. None at all. Or maybe worse. We assume that we was actually the one who dented it. Actually, it was the supplier. Alamak. Maybe gone back already. So that's not good as well. So some bosses go take the easiest route, which is like any dents, discard. Reject part. Done. Okay. Some bosses go like, we shouldn't waste food. No wastage. Very good. Okay. So some bosses will go like that. What do? We check the food item first if it's in good condition. Open the food container, put the food inside another container, look inside the can. Do you have holes on you? Is the dent big enough? Okay, but the dent is very soft. Okay, so for example, they be like, there are sometimes the things that fall like this only. There's a bit of dent. There's no holes, etc. Should be okay. All right, now? So it depends on your company policy and the condition of the can. Okay? So you can or cannot, depends on the can. Okay? All right. But if you're not going to use the food today, for example, you don't have menu items that needs you to use 10 kilos worth of planta. But the dent's already there. We move to another container, put it in the fridge. Airtight container, put inside the fridge and use it ASAP. Okay, everyone? Any questions? Moving on. Clean water. Very important. You must use water only from the from the Jabatan Bekalan Air. From your pipes, quite literally. However, can we use the well water, river water, pond water, rain water? Not exactly. Cannot actually. Okay. At the same time, what about the filters, the water filters? Is it compulsory? Yes or no? Kinda. Depends on the quality of your water. If you ask me, officially, no. No need to have water filter is also just fine. But if you want to serve customers, it's best to use like Kowe, etc. For those who are applying for halal, be aware of the water filter, whether they have halal, they meet halal requirement or not. Okay, nah? They have halal cert or not, so be careful. All right, so for the ice, must make sure in good condition also. If you are getting supply from outside, be aware that it must be purchased from premises that are registered and licensed with the Ministry of Health, or else there may be ice that is very, very dirty. At the same time, if the ice arrives to us, it should be in closed container. How many cm from the floor? 15. And also, can it overlap with other food products? No, no, no. Okay, and remember, temperature and time plays a very important role about food. You may want to take out your books, memorize this. We're going to discuss on temperature and time. What's the temperature for freezer, everyone? Below minus 18 degrees Celsius. At the temperature where bacteria sleep. They don't die, they sleep, you know. So when you defrost, making the food from frozen become soft, the bacteria will grow. When you freeze again, they will sleep. And they grow, and then they sleep. And then they grow, they sleep. They grow more, they sleep. Cannot. There'll be too much bacteria, but people can die. Okay. Alright. So what about temperature for chiller below 5? 4, 3, 2, 1. That's the temperature for chiller. That's the temperature where bacteria they don't sleep anymore. They wake up already. They're growing already a bit. Food inside chiller. Okay, in the freezer they can keep it up to months, 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. But in the chiller, below 5 degrees Celsius, how long? 1 week. Like seriously, not too long. Okay. What's the temperature for danger zone? What is danger zone? That's a temperature where bacteria grows very happily, which is why your food products, when you want to cook them, you have to cook them at temperature above 60 degrees Celsius. That's the temperature where bacteria, they will be dying already. Especially for chicken, salmonella, remember 74 degrees Celsius will kill off 99.9999% of germs, especially salmonella, but they won't die 100%. So that's why you have to make sure that the food shouldn't be served for too long. In room temperature for high risk food, for example, your curry, seriously, for watery food, usually maximum of 2 hours. Lunch, nasi campur makan tengah hari tu kan, 2 hours maximum without heating. You want to keep it warm, make it last a bit longer. 4 hours is with heating of 60 degrees Celsius. Remember, cook above 60, keep it warm also above 60. That's why it can last up to 4 hours, which is why if you go and to a buffet, and especially for KLIA, oh, we want to eat something at 2 o'clock and suddenly they take it away. Why? Because it's already past 4 hours. Like that. So be careful, yeah? Question. What about bread? What about cakes that is dry? No problem about temperature and time that much, but do not leave it out for too long, okay? Okay, especially for bread, for example, it still can absorb water from the environment. Bacteria can still grow. Fungus can still grow. People can still get sick, so be careful. 100 degrees Celsius, everything dies anyway most of the time, okay? So, may I ask everyone, can cooked food cause food poisoning, everyone? Well, yes. So, and this food, they have treated many times and they send it to the labs. And then they
let's
notice
talk about the mixed rice, which is a hot food. Hot food, usually if we have cooked them thoroughly and we hold them at a temperature that is actually safe, that means 60 degrees Celsius or above, then the bacterial count will usually be stable and it will not exceed the so-called danger zone. When we talk about danger zone, that means it has exceeded 100,000 bacteria in the samples. So for the hot food that we have tested, at 0 hour when we receive the food, we only see less than 300 bacteria count. After we leave it for 4 hours, we saw a height in the bacterial count to 600, but it's still in a safe zone. And then after 6 hours, it only reached 920, which means this particular sample has been cooked very well and thoroughly. So this is the results for the bento boxes. At 0 hours, the count of the bacteria is already at 64,000. At 4 hours, you can see that the bacteria is so saturated that we can't even count them. It's actually already above 100,000. And when you leave it even longer, it's also more than 100,000. So similarly for salad, now they're mainly vegetables or cut fruits and not going through any heat process treatment. Bacteria there, if present in the salad, will not be removed. And therefore, even at 0 hours, when we actually carry out the test, it's already exceeded the 100,000 bacteria count.
Okay, so everyone, may I ask you, would you want to eat the salmon salad or the bento box if it's exposed like that ever? Would you want to eat it? No. So remember, even mixed rice, this one is good, very good, whereas the one that makes the mixed rice actually takes care of the food very carefully. At the same time, there are bento boxes that is actually safe. For example, like Family Mart, because they keep it clean and safe always. The factory school takes good monitoring of the food. Do be aware that mixing food like salmon and salad will actually cross-contaminate and actually makes it worse faster. So do be aware that food separation is very important to ensure that the bacteria doesn't grow easily. Okay, now? All right, just a recap about how to store the food. Inside your chiller and your freezer. Store like this, okay or not okay? Mix everything up. Punch it like this. Okay, actually this will make the temperature even worse. Drip like this. No, cannot. Okay, that which is why it's important for us to know how to store food inside our chillers and freezers. Okay, assume this is the industrial freezer and chiller that you use lah. Just excuse my picture. Later I will change it. Okay, for the top area is actually for food that is already processed. The same for the freezers and the chillers. Ready to eat, ready to serve. The lowest end would be the raw materials that is not prepared yet, especially for the raw meat, raw chicken, raw seafood, raw fish. You want to thaw it, you put from the freezer, you put inside the chiller. Overnight, usually maximum 2 days. Okay, so in the chiller, you will have a lot of other types of food. In the chiller, for food that is already pre-prepared, you want to cook it later, put it over here. For vegetables and fruits that is already not washed yet, you want to keep it here. And if you notice, most of the food are in airtight containers, depending on the type of food. And preferably label them the date and the time, because we don't want to leave it for too long. Like this, okay or not okay? Not okay. All right. And just continuing with our defrosting story just now. Defrosting preferably at the lower chiller. How many days maximum just now I said? 2 days. Under running water? To defrost food that is already frozen? 2 hours, not too long. That's why when you want to repack your chicken or your beef or your fish you put inside the freezer, make sure that the container is mostly flat. You want to keep it as much surface area as you can. Microwave is good for food that is already cooked. You keep it frozen. You want to defrost it? No defrost. Actually, you want to reheat it, rejuvenate it to serve it to your customer. This is usually for food on airlines especially. It's kind of fun to watch. Okay. Also do be aware, make sure that everything is clean, everything is safe. Avoid cross-contamination. And also do be aware, sometimes what can happen is that your kitchen may not be clean. You have to clean it at all time. You don't want to mix up all the chemicals, etc. with your food. Also, do be aware of do not cook food too early. How long have you kept it cooked already back then? Do not reheat too many times if you haven't finished selling it yet. And also, can we serve undercooked food? Yeah, if you eat it on the spot. You sear outside of the food and then you serve it to your customer so that you want to kill all the germs outside. But just be aware, if the food is not prepared properly, there may be bacteria growing over here already. And the sad thing is that during the MCO, a lot of deliveries happen. They undercook the food and then they serve it to the customer. The customer may not eat it now, they eat it later. What happened? Food poisoning. Okay, even for, like I said earlier on, for the chicken and for the eggs, they may carry salmonella. If you don't cook it properly, what can happen? Food poisoning. That's why you take care of temperature, time, thawing, thickness of the food properly. Okay, now? Can we put food inside the fridge while it's still hot? Cannot. Cool it down, put it inside the chiller, airtight container, yeah? If it's like this, okay or not okay? Not okay. Newspaper, no good. We put it in airtight container that is Doesn't have to be airtight, it's still okay. Put in containers that are heat resistant and food grade. Because why? I know that there are certain food grade container that cannot handle the heat. They break inside chiller and freezer. They melt when you put too hot a food. So be careful on that one. Can we mix food like this, everyone? Sulaiman, Ana Sulaiman, camera. Like this, okay or not okay? No. Remember, even the plastic shouldn't be inside the container. The plastic should be outside, or they must have partition. So this is the thing about nasi ayam. I see usually the plastic inside. Cover the food. Make sure you use tongs and ladles and serve the food in covered and heated bain-marie. Like this, okay or not okay? Not okay. Like this one, not okay as well. So remember, yeah, we know for a fact that when we have made our food, transport it properly. Because we know that sometimes when you talk about food, we sometimes put it on the floor when we assume that the surface is clean. No, don't do that. Put it on the chair, or maybe like put inside another container, and then the container itself is on feet to stand on, so it doesn't touch the food directly. Any food, even though it's inside a box, don't put on the floor, yeah? It's not clean. Okay, and also remember, when you have your food product is frozen or chilled, you may want to transport them inside freezer or chiller tub. Yeah, cold trucks actually. And the abang-abang delivery, you want to check whether the food products are in good condition always. At the end of this topic, we can choose the right raw materials, handle food the right way, and describe how to prepare clean and safe food always, okay? Any questions? None. Okay. I want to skip the quiz just for a bit because we are actually excess time already. Sorry, I'm not feeling very well. I'm so sorry. Okay, so let's finish the syllabus first and we finish the quiz later. Okay, everyone? All right. Okay, so there are 12 critical factors to food poisoning. Ministry of Health wants us to avoid touching food by hand directly. It's no good. Make sure you have tongs, ladle, and gloves. Cross-contamination between raw and ready-to-eat food. You don't want this to happen, so make sure you check your chiller or freezer always. Cook too early, more than 4 hours. Food undercooked, and it may actually mix old and new. This one is a very big no. However, do be aware that the food products may go bad already if you do not take care of it clean and safe. And also, if it's not thawed properly, it can cause food poisoning. Do be aware that the inside of the food may not be thawed properly. Yeah? And also, food may may actually have different controls. So do be aware, do not store them at the wrong temperature and time. Food handlers must be healthy and making sure food is clean and safe. Do be aware that sometimes we may not notice us not being very healthy. And also, pest, be aware, pest control is very important. And also, equipments and premises must ensure in good condition always. At the end of this topic, we can list out all 12 critical factors and know what action to be taken to control all this from happening. So in conclusion, food businesses, if you take care of food products properly, it can be the best food business always. But if you don't take care of it, hasta la vista, baby businesses. So be careful, all right? Okay, so congratulations. We are at the end of our syllabus. Two more quiz, one more feedback form. All right, sorry, 3 more quiz. We skip one. Okay, just be aware that for the feedback form, it's very easy. Press Zoom, your name over here, scale from 5 to 1. 5 very okay, 1 very not okay. So I appreciate you can get a lot of 5. You have any comments? You can write down here. If you don't have comments, you can just leave it empty. The most important part is your name and your ... Okay, everyone? All right. Learn a lot today, correct? All right. Was it okay? Was it a lot? Kinda. Okay, all right. So yeah, quite a bit. However, your your PMs, we will actually send to you your details, and with your details is the link to our notes. You can press the link and you scroll down a bit, you notice there's a link there. The notes is over there, okay now? So please make sure that you know where to refer for your notes later on, okay? All right. You have any questions with me for me today?
No, ma'am.
Okay, so we learned a lot. I pray to God everything that you learned today. We make sure that our food is, with the knowledge that you learned today, we make sure our food is clean and safe always. Agree, everyone? Give me a big thumbs up. I want to take a picture with you guys in 3. Thumbs up, 2. 1. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Okay, so let's answer quiz number 3, number 4, number 5 feedback form. I truly apologize for the bit of delay, but we're going to you don't need to turn on your cameras anymore. Just answer the quiz, okay now? Thank you so much for your time. Okay, so let's answer quiz number 3, 4, 5 and feedback form. You may turn off your cameras now. Thank you so much. Okay, so answering somebody's question, Encik Amril tanya, when will we get our online certificate? You will get it within 6 to 12 hours after class via your WhatsApp, the 0111 number. We will send it as quickly as we can. It depends on the, what do you call it? The FOSIM system. Sometimes it's okay. Sometimes it's a bit wonky during the weekend. So that's why we put 6 to 12 hours. But usually it's quite quick. All right. I see people answering quiz number 3. Okay, just commenting on some of your answers. Very good. I got full 1%. Mr. Shamus, I know you want to answer very quickly. But eggs, should it be washed before using? Yes, but not before storing. You can actually wash it before storing if you don't want the headache of chicken shit. All right. Okay, be careful, yeah. Thank you very much. Okay, quiz number 4. Cikgu so evil. I know. I like giving evil quizzes. Okay, for quiz number 3, I received from 7 people already fighting. Mr. Ajmir, yeah? Poor guy have to be rushed by me. Sorry, Mr. Acharya. Fighting Mr. Acharya. Okay, quiz number 4, I do have a lot of good answers. Thank you very much. I got from 3 already. Very good. Mr. Kia Hong boleh cepat lah. Cikgu, I agree. But just wait for a bit, okay? All right. Now I give you quiz number 5. Quiz number 5 is the post-test. It looks very similar to our pre-test earlier during the class. It looks very similar but not the same quiz. Please answer both. Thank you very much. Oh, my throat is killing me right now. All right. Acharya, please answer quiz number 4 first, and then you answer quiz number 5. Okay, Mr. Acharya? Thank you very much. Okay, for quiz number 5, fighting quiz number 5, Mr. Shamul. Oh, very good, full marks. Thank you very much, my good sir. After that, you notice the pop up the feedback form, yeah? Okay, answer the feedback form. Thank you very much. Okay, from quiz number 4, I received from everyone. Please answer quiz number 5, everyone, yeah? Thank you. I'll give the feedback form in 10 seconds. All right, and the feedback form. Thank you so much. If you finish everything, I can let you go, let you go, let you go. Yeah, I'm that sleepy. All right. I got lots of caffeine right now. I hope I can sleep a bit after this. For those who have finished everything, you may leave here. So I received from 4 people already, almost finished quiz. The feedback form last one again. Thank you. Mr. Shamus, you're done already, Mr. Shamus. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you. Take care.
Good luck to you and your wife.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Oh, yuk. Okay. Encik Amri, dia easy to understand. Thank you so much, my good sir. All the best nanti pergi intern.
Teacher. Bye.
Bye. Miss Safina, anda dah siap juga. Terima kasih banyak. The whole thing, thank you, my good lady. Mr. Kian Hong, appreciate it. The dot is kind of funny. Thank you so much, Mr. Kian Hong. Have a very good weekend. Thank you. Thank you juga to you. Okay. Oh, I'm so very glad everybody is smooth sailing with the quiz. Thank you so much. Oh, Encik Mr. Anas, you're done already. But Mr. Anas, let's add on a bit of time because we need to finish the syllabus. Okay, Mr. Anas, yeah? You can turn on your camera just for a bit, Mr. Anas.
Can I go out?
Oh, no, yes. Okay. Hi, Mr. Anas. All right. Thank you so much for coming for the class. I'm so glad that we have like both the Malay and English class. Did your boss actually register you for the Malay class?
Yes, it's actually put Malaysia class.
Oh no, for you. Okay, alright, it's okay. Okay, Encik Amash, anda dah siap dah Encik Amash ya. Congratulations. Very good, Mr. Acharya. One more, the feedback, Mr. Acharya. Okay, so Mr. Anas, just give me a few more minutes. I need to finish your syllabus first. Okay, Mr. Anas, nah? Don't work yet. Don't work yet, okay?
Okay.
Okay, find somewhere you can sit down first. For you, just find somewhere first. Thank you so much, my good sir. Oh, okay, sit down again. Oh, very good. Okay, all right. Thank you so much for coming. This is the food handlers training recognized by the Ministry of Health. My name is, you may notice that my name is on my screen is Nazira. Okay, I've been doing this training since 2015, 2020 allowed to do online. I appreciate you coming for class. Okay, and I'm very glad that you fill all the requirements, means in one sense that you are there, you are ready, you are learning, your internet is also very stable. Thank you very much. Okay, I haven't received the feedback form from 2 people only, from Acharya and also from Kasturi. Fighting to both of you. Okay, so, and also we know that, thank you, Mr. Anas, for not doing anything during class. Appreciate it. Okay, we have the training, we have 4 sections. Oh, Kasturi dah siap pengajar. Thank you, Kak Miss Kasturi. Have a very good weekend. Alright, so we have 4 sections overall. We have the food hygiene, food safety, critical factors to food poisoning. We know for a fact that we don't want people to get sick because of the food that we prepare, because we know that sometimes what can happen is that people can go sick very fast. I pray to God nothing bad happens to your customers. And most importantly is that we know our boss tell us to come for class. Today, because Mr. Anas, we need the certificate. Your boss need the certificate, correct?
Yes.
Alright, but to be frank, our government makes it compulsory so that everybody have the same basic. Oh, dah boleh dah. Thank you. On food safety, food hygiene, reduce the risk of food poisoning. Okay, nah? And also remember, we know that sometimes things can happen, and sadly to say, people can die because of the food that we prepare. During the MCO, 99 people got sick and 1 person died because of a food. And sadly to say, that person cannot survive. So we know that these kind of things do happen. And I know and I pray to God this will never happen to you. So what do we need to do is that we make sure that we take care of our food properly. So we come for class that recognize, schools that recognize, duration is 3 hours, fee is 50 ringgit, for online is 20, on-site is 30. Any hanky-panky about food, we contact the Ministry of Health, because we know that the Ministry of Health knows that not anything that is bad happening towards your food, it can actually contaminate your food, goes to your customer. So we must ensure that our food products are taken care of properly. Okay, na?
Okay, ma'am.
Thank you so much. Also, ada sakit perut. Give me a sec. So what do we need? Mr. Ana jangan hilang. Mr. Acharya, you done already. Thank you so much, Mr. Acharya. So sorry I didn't notice you. Okay, you done already, Mr. Acharya. You can go now. Thank you so much, Mr. Acharya. He's the first to come, or last to leave. Thank you so much, my good sir. Okay. Yeah, you can leave now, Mr. Acharya. Appreciate it, Mr. Acharya. Okay. So, Mr. Anas, we know for the class, we come for school that recognize, trainers that recognize, duration is 3 hours, fee is 50 ringgit, for online is 20 packs, on-site is 30 packs. So if you notice anything, not somebody become very naughty, yeah, you contact the Ministry of Health, you tell them they're no good. So you as the food handler must have 4 things. You must have the food handler certificate, anti-typhoid vaccination, proper attire, good personal hygiene. What was the 4 again, Mr. Sulaiman? Must have the?
Yeah, I have typhoid vaccination.
Very good. Proper attire and good personal hygiene. So if you don't take care of the 4, it'll give you headache later. You may get warning. You may get compound up to 10,000 ringgit. You don't want to pay for compound, you know. You don't have cert 100. You don't have a vaccine 300. You want to pay? I don't want to pay. So be careful.
I don't want to pay.
Yeah, nobody wants to pay this. So be careful, okay? All right. At the same time, we know that a lot of things can go wrong. So we make sure that we take care of our food products always. And remember, jail time can happen, but nobody ever got jail yet. However, we know that closure premises can happen. Okay, so what we do, we make sure that the premises are in best condition always, yeah? All right, so why? Because sometimes we may not notice doing things wrong. The moment we get closure notice, your premises are told to get closure notice. We may actually have headache later, so we don't want that to happen, okay? Any
Okay.
questions so far, my good sir?
Oh, ma'am, you're teaching good.
Thank you so much, Mr. So you are also done already. Congratulations, Mr. Anas.
Thank
Okay, have a very good weekend and a very good working day today, okay?
Okay.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.